Go. All right, Johnson. Give them them numbers.
Ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
2,
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
3,
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
4,
4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 5, 6, 7, 8.
6,
6, 7, 8.
7,
7, 8.
8 right there.
8.
7 again.
8.
Walk it on down.
7, 8.
Little bit lower.
7, 8.
Little bit
5, 6, 7,
lower.
8.
Come on, come on,
4,
come
5,
on.
6, 7, 8. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
2,
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
You think people are really gonna watch this,
They ain't got nothing else to do.
right?
Word.
I ain't going on social media talking shit about TDS radio. I know that much.
My man, Coach Block.
What's up, cuz? How we living?
You're rocking with TDS Radio.
Get it, Kim. All right. She got a vision, and she want us to execute this vision.
Ooh, man. That's what TDS is about today.
Ken and Kim are the two dopest siblings that I know.
All right, man. You ready?
Am I ready? Are they ready? What's up? What's up? What's up? It's your man, Coach Block. One hand. What? There's too much. We got.
Free.
Can you guys do the counting challenge?
No.
I can't. We did it. We did it actually already. But you know, we found one. We're gonna play them. We had the singing Johnsons. We're gonna show y'all my
People who
man.
can't get it.
My man who can't get it right.
Yeah.
Somewhere he added a 10.
You got it. Oh, you
And
got
dude,
it.
it's like they ain't go to no damn 10. So what's up? Today is Thursday. As you can see, we have OB in the building.
Oh.
And so Fab Kim.
Hey.
How's everybody
y'all.
doing today?
How y'all doing?
What's up? What's up? It's Thursday, y'all.
Thank God.
But we done had a Thursday that, you know,
Yeah, we didn't have a Thursday.
cuss out Thursday on the way here.
That might have to be a regular thing for us.
Throw shit at people.
Just on Thursday, we just let it out.
Okay.
Well, we had Tuesday. It used to be Tuesday. Talk that shit
Oh,
Tuesday.
yeah, I forgot about Talk That Shit Tuesday.
Talk that shit
Do
Tuesday.
I need to send in my complaints before then? Because
No,
damn
we
it.
can move it to Thursday. 'Cause we used
So-
to have it on Tuesdays.
For those of you who aren't aware of what we were doing prior to, Talk That Shit Tuesday was our days of when we just let y'all get whatever it is that's bothering you out and, you know, off your chest. So we might have to bring that back because people are going through a lot. And sometimes they just need to vent. They don't want
Word.
no answers. They don't want no solutions. They just want to vent and get it off their chest. And I can understand.
Yeah, absolutely. Because I'm there.
Yeah, I am too. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
10.
Right.
I have faith in you, Obi. I do. I do. You can do it.
Pray for me.
Good.
I can't. I have to say it out loud. Like eventually it would defeat the point for me because
Because you
like,
just saying 1, 2, 3,
it's
4, 5, 6, 8, over.
Exactly. Like I can't. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
It's all good. But you know what isn't good? When people try to switch up on you.
Mhm.
That's when things are not good. You know, we don't bother nobody. We
Mm-mm.
come in, we do our damn job, we leave, and you know, we clean up. We just do us. We are very respectful to people and to their environment and, you know, the places where we currently work and where we conduct business. But the moment that people start fucking with you when you don't do nothing to them, that's when you see people go off and you're like, well, damn, what drove them to the point to go off? Shit like this. Because why are you bothering me? Why are we switching up?
Why?
How are you doing this? Don't do
You
this to
ain't my
us.
friend.
Don't do this to
You
us.
is my enemy. You ain't seen that Shamar on TikTok?
No, We're gonna just have you get a collection of videos to bring so we can get caught up.
It'll be nonsense, but
It's okay. If they're funny, we just start the show with them. I'm
Exactly.
collecting a whole bunch of like Instagram videos of just to start the show with some crazy stuff.
Did you
we're
see?
prepared to be sick of me.
Yes.
I
Did
just
you
ain't
see
shit.
the one white woman that was like, "Can someone explain to me how Gypsy came out of jail, killed her mom, got a guy to kill her mom, came out, got married, got divorced, and then got another guy?" She was like, "I can't even find somebody to go on a date. What the fuck?" People are fucking over it. They're sick. I can dig it. I can dig it. You know,
Is she doing that? I need to learn from her because
how does someone with silver teeth pull niggas? I don't get it.
that's what you deserve, ma'am.
Kudos to her. Kudos to her.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I don't know even who you're talking about.
Oh, really?
No.
You've
No.
never seen that?
No.
There was a whole case about a young girl. Her name is Gypsy. I forgot what her last name is, but her mother had, I forgot what type of syndrome it was, but she literally got off on the fact of keeping her daughter sick. There was nothing wrong with her, but she was feeding her medication and had her literally believing that there was something wrong with her where she couldn't go outside. She only could like eat certain foods. She would take her to the doctor. The doctors would be like, "We can't find anything wrong with her. Like, she's okay." And the mother would get upset. So once Gypsy started putting the puzzle pieces together and realizing like, "You're just keeping me sick." This is a true story. She started like, she spazzed and she ended up finding a guy online that she built a relationship with, and she was telling him about what was going on with her, and then he got caught up in the moment. And
that's why.
Yeah.
So there you go. Because she played crazy, like not crazy, but like there's an issue and there's a problem. Like, and so then now some guy feels like, "Oh, that's where I fit. I'm going to help you with this problem."
What?
There's a whole video that I did not show that I got it. Once again, when I'm sitting on the toilet scrolling, I just need to just start sending you the stuff that I find, because there was a brother, very well-to-do brother, and he explained it the same way I explained it. And he was like, the issue is brothers have not been able to keep up with the advancement of how women have moved. So when women get upset seeing these sisters who you be like, how are they? It's because there is somewhere where that man fits in and he doesn't have to adjust himself, and he can play and be just the average person without having to elevate specifically to whatever level y'all are on.
That
So
sounds
bottom
like
line,
something
he was
internal.
already fucking crazy.
Okay. Yeah.
I got that.
Yeah.
I'm like, that sounds like an internal issue. Like, what?
Well, I mean, it's the truth.
Like, that's just weird.
Yeah. You gotta want to take on the task, and most people don't,
No.
because it's like, man.
Yeah, because I mean, she's sitting here battling, you know, with her mom, and then he got caught up and was like, "Well, you know, do you want me
How
to do
can I
something
help
about
you?"
it?" Yeah, and then she literally coaxed him into killing her mother. It was crazy. There was a show, and there's a show on Hulu about it, and the whole documentary.
He was
as
off
well.
himself.
Yeah, he was. You could tell.
Yeah, he was off himself, and so then now, no different than Tyler Perry, trauma bonds.
Did you hear about that? Oh,
Girl, that fucking jammed my Glock so damn bad. Oh my God. Because it's like you're not listening. Like, and that's all I heard is that you weren't listening, but you see your lane riding in my nigga ride. That's it. That's all I got to see, because
Jammed my Glock.
burn my
my
biscuits.
nigga right. That's my O. But, yeah.
So yeah,
Mhm.
today has been one of those days. It's just one of those testing days, you know. And it's rainy. So, you know, while we need the rain, you know what is in rainwater that causes your crops or your plants to grow differently? So we were growing the little garden that we got in the front. We watered it. We did everything that we need to do with the water that comes from the hose, like we do during that drought the whole time. The moment rainwater hits, immediately changes, and the crops started blossoming differently than the way they were when we were just watering them with water out the hose.
Yeah. Well,
I don't know why I'm changing the gear like that, but
I can say, just based off of personal experience. I like to call myself a plant mom. I've been meaning to send you pictures of Flo. She's getting so big. It's because of the minerals. Those are in the water. Like tap water, minerals is different from like actual condensation and everything. So like it's definitely because tap water is more harsh. So like depending on certain plants, they do like ask you to use like distilled water. Like if you're looking at specific plants, especially if they're like sensitive. But yeah, go ahead, put your pot outside so it can collect the rainwater, and then all you got to do is just dip it and feed it to your babies.
I might have to do that because I have a money tree and she's doing well. I'm proud of my baby. She's doing very well. But like you said, something about the rainwater causes it to sprout a little bit.
The minerals is real.
So I'll do that.
Yeah, that was a corny twist for a conversation. I'm sorry about that.
So that's where we end.
Yeah, usually like, so rainwater. What are we, NPR? Let's talk about rainwater and crops.
NPR.
so that we can calm down ourselves because we came in with high energy today.
We did.
I'm just noticing you're choosing to use that mic instead of the other one.
So that the big arm isn't coming across the thing, it's all right, a little razzle dazzle, trying to change it up.
So how are y'all doing out there?
Yeah.
Because we're obviously talking amongst ourselves.
Yeah, yeah. So, today was one of those days, man. It's a tester day, but also amongst the test is some growth. And so hopefully soon TDS has some good announcements that we can share with you guys in growth. Because the one good thing is the Black Ass Brunch is growing so much, it's like splitting the seams of where we're at. So we may have to find a new location so that we can accommodate more people.
Oh, wait a minute. Y'all deserve this.
So yeah. So hopefully, some things that we can announce sooner rather than later about some of the new places and venues that we've been looking at to where we can host the Black Ass Brunch so we can get more Black Ass people inside and make sure people are seated and do better for Black people.
Right. Because remember, that's the key.
Because Black people deserve better.
They deserve better.
Oh, but you were banned from the Black Ass Brunch.
Better not see you purchase a ticket.
And they better not see the people that we are connected with must know my petty because nobody has released the name to me of whom this person is.
No, there's not.
Because I got a message for you.
I'm still lost in the wonder of
confusion. Oh, because there was
you didn't hear about it?
we had a major complaint from the Black Ass Brunch. One person was very upset that they did not have a seat.
I lost the jewel.
And so they had wrote and said that us serving the punch out of the Gatorade thing was inappropriate.
That we can go to TJ Maxx and get us some, glass containers and stuff. Oh, yeah.
And that they shouldn't be Eggo waffles. I'm like, those weren't Eggo waffles.
Can I put on my petty hat for 1 second?
Sure.
Until you learn how to build a business, grow your business, and put on an event that is successfully, shut the fuck up.
Because we have sold out 4. So
talk your shit.
We've had multiple Black vendors.
And we've had very successful women walk through that front door who had a very good time, that know how to construct a proper paragraph and or sentence when, they're trying to get their point across. So I'm just saying.
Bartender, Black.
Yeah.
Caterer, Black. And both Black women.
Hold on, let me... Where my horns at? The fuck?
But I will tell you.
Our greeter Black.
Yeah, greeter Black. Yes.
The fuck?
I collected her very, very eloquently and professionally, and then I even told her. I said, if you would like, you are more than welcome and invited to come to the space to hold your own event if you feel like Black people deserve better.
Yeah, we gave her the opportunity to work with us to have a event or work on our event. She said, I ain't got the time to go back and forth with you.
Bitch, you ain't shit. Shut the fuck up.
And we refunded her money because I told her, I was like, well, if you felt like it was a mess, we don't want you to feel that way. So you take your money back.
Oh, you better not step foot nowhere near here. I'm boxing your ass at the fucking door.
So,
but I do have her information.
When we move, you're banned from further
Yeah.
engagement.
4L. Fucked up. 4L. Okay, I'm
Because
done.
Black people do deserve better.
Okay.
So what do we got? Birthdays. Anybody have any birthdays today?
I don't.
Let's see. I know I always do. Let me see what I got. Who I got? Oh, do I not have?
No birthdays?
No,
No
I got
birthday?
some.
Okay.
Wait, what's today?
Today is the 25th.
25th?
Mhm.
Oh yeah, I got some. Not that many though. Okay, I got Chris McFadden, Devin Foster, Anna Walker, Tracy Curtis, Kayla Knight, which is Chiquita's cousin.
Oh, wow.
So happy birthday to everyone.
Happy birthday.
And let's do our jam.
Boom.
Y'all ready? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
And as the saying goes, continue to live your life in a way that makes every day worth celebrating from us,
The Sibs.
the Sibs, and our cuz, OBO.
That's so dope. We really are cousins.
And let's get into some fabulous foolishness.
Yeah,
So
we might as
fab
well get
Kim.
into it.
And so who do we have up first?
Well, it starts already. You know, this isn't necessarily entertainment news, but Twitter will definitely make something trend. So as we all know, our potential, president, well, next president who we're hoping for, we're pulling for, Kamala Harris. She made her announcement. She's getting ready to, put foot to the ground, and Fox News has gone crazy like they typically do, and which is expected. I expected none of the less that they would come out with something, out of the side of their mouth. So first it was, she's the original Hawk Tool girl, which was crazy disrespectful. But then now, because she was addressing the Zeta Phi Betas at their Grand Boule, is that how you pronounce it?
Mm-hmm.
She herself being an AKA member, but she was their keynote speaker. They decided to take that and make it into something other than what it shouldn't be. So Brian Kilmeade of Fox and Friends decided to say something along the lines of her going to a colored sorority. For whatever reason, Fox News just can't stop showing the fact that they're racist. So, like I said, let me go ahead and read exactly what this man said. Now, like I said, she delivered a keynote speech at the Zeta Grand Boule in Indianapolis. Now, he criticized her for speaking at the conference because he felt as though she should have been at the Israel Prime Minister's joint session of Congress. And he said this: she'd rather address in the summer a sorority, a colored sorority, like she can't get out of that. Now, what's crazier is that his black co-host, Lawrence Jones, decided to double down and say, oh, he didn't say colored, he said college. So every single black person, not just black, who watched this clip, heard what this man said, clearly heard colored. Now we're supposed to believe that he said college.
Bullshit.
It's Fox News.
It is.
They are the worst.
The absolute worst. And then the fact that it's a black guy. Like, come on, my guy.
Wait, pause, rewind, press play. It was a black man that said that
No,
comment?
the black man didn't say it. Was a white guy. Brian is white, but Lawrence is black. And
So
Lawrence
that's
was
his
defending.
co-host.
Yeah, Lawrence was defending his co-host, saying that, oh, he didn't say colored, he said college.
He was defending that chick.
Pretty much. He was
He was
so of
defending that
course
chick.
the term
Is this
colored.
what she said?
Huh?
Or is this
Well, that
what-
was when she was at the Boule, when she was delivering her speech.
What,
but,
how long is this?
I don't know.
Did you listen to it?
I did not.
All right. What is she talking about?
To the sisters of Zeta Phi Beta Sorority Incorporated, I thank you for your incredible service to our nation as well. You know, I know who we all are. I know who is here. And I know, therefore, that we share a vision for the future of our nation. A future where every person has the opportunity not just to get by, but to get ahead. A future of social justice, health justice, economic justice, just as you have laid out in this year's theme. Ours is a vision of a future in which we realize the promise of America. And I deeply believe in the promise of America.
Oh, she didn't say nothing.
No,
Not at
no,
all.
they were just showing a clip of it. And Fox News felt that, well, Brian Kilmeade of Fox and Friends decided to say that, oh, well, instead of her being here, she shouldn't have been at a colored sorority event being the keynote speaker.
Well, you know, I am happy that the world is about to experience what black men have been experiencing with black women for years. And that's the wrath of keep your fucking mouth shut when we ain't talking to you. It's like when black women are in the kitchen and black men don't take their ass in that said kitchen because it ain't your space. This presidential race from this point forward, shut the fuck up. It ain't your space because you are going to get dragged from it. You think Beyonce got a whole beehive? Trying to tell you, just shut up and go vote. Comments about who you voting for, why you ain't voting for her, all that other shit. It's going to be drag sessions from here until November. Just shut up and go vote. Because in the proper black home, men who have successful relationships with black women know when, just, you tell other young black men like, hey, don't do that. I've been told, hey, not to do that a lot.
Yes.
Like I have my dear late Uncle Julius. He would never say anything publicly. Like my aunt would go in like, cause this. And I would look at him and be like, Jules, man, don't take that. You ain't got to take that. And she would look at me and be like, my nickname is Big. Big, shut the fuck up. And I'm like, Jules, man, you got to stand up for this. And Jules would just go, nah. And now I'm probably about the age that I was telling Jules to say something. And I am now that guy.
Oh, you're saying you're Jules' age?
Yeah.
Okay.
I am now his age when I was telling him as a youngster, like, yo, you need to say something, da, 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 da. Now I'm about that age now, and I understand every bit of Nah,
don't do it. Because you want peace in your house,
okay?
I'm just telling y'all, don't do it's not worth it. Those opinions of her, one, are unwarranted, and most of the time come from a dark place. Because if we can be completely honest, this is history that we're about to see, right? Even her running in this race, this is history that we are about to see. And sometimes, even if you don't agree, it's okay to just shut up. Just shut up and be cool. You know what I'm saying? Well, and allow her to run a race.
Like one young influencer said, if there was someone that you so strongly felt about, you should have been out here and you should have created a grassroots campaign for whatever independent, person that you feel like should be placed on the ballot. But that should have been a long time ago. We don't have time for that now. You can start that after this election and go ahead and figure out who it is you want to vote for and who you want to write on the ballot and start a whole campaign trail behind them and get behind them. You can do that afterwards. But 3 months, we don't have time for that.
Which is why I feel like she's the person they picked, right? She's the person they picked because Black people, your vote matters. They know if they would have put another white man in front of the Democratic Party to lead for this election in this race, they would have lost. The only thing I feel like they believe can beat Trump is something that is so off the cuff for what the norm is. Like, let's give a Black woman. And then now we got something where people are excited that weren't normally excited to vote. Okay, now I'll get up and vote. This is strategic. You know what I'm saying? Do you think those people in Capitol Hill ain't gritting their teeth at the fact that there's a woman of color sitting in that seat?
Talk about
I'm
it.
sure they're biting the inside of their cheek.
Exactly.
But they also know if we put another old person, an old white man in front of this audience, Trump's gonna win because
Mhm.
Trump got the white vote. So what can help persuade those voters that may be on the fence? Oh, we're gonna go with a black woman because all she got to do is appeal to some of the white women voters. Done. Because black women are going to show up to vote,
regardless.
to support.
Absolutely.
So if she starts to sway some of the white women voters, Trump don't stand a chance.
No.
But this is where we as black people, black men especially, just let her work. We have a problem with letting black women work a room. Just let her work the room. We ain't got to say nothing. All you got to do is just be the muscle. Here's what y'all ain't going to do. Y'all ain't going to fuck with her. She going to say what she say. She going to run her race, but y'all ain't going to fuck with her.
And I will say, I'm seeing more of that, which I'm so happy to see that on social media. More and more black men are just like, shut the fuck up and go vote.
Just vote.
Like, yo, like, we don't have time for this. Like, outside of her skin color and her alleged past, why do y'all really have a problem with her? Like, we're not doing this. We're voting for her. It's either that or Project 2025. What do y'all niggas want to do?
Okay.
Right. Because unless here's the thing, and I hate to say it, but the more I read about it, she is a short-term solution to a larger problem. The larger problem is we can't have Trump in here.
Right.
Mhm.
Short-term solution, let's do this so that at least we can possibly swing the voters, and then now we rocking on the Democratic side till we decide who the next president is. Like, they're not looking for her as a two-term president.
Mhm.
They're looking for her as a problem solver for now. What I'm hoping is if she does get the opportunity, she pulls a Barack where everybody's like, damn, we didn't expect you to do all like
Right.
this.
Mhm.
And then now you end up, getting the opportunity. But we all know how that goes when black people who get white jobs.
A bunch of hindrance.
We know how it is when we get white jobs. White jobs, we get, why are you here? And then, we got to shine better than, she'll have to be better than every single president that was before, including George
president.
Washington and Abraham
And
Lincoln.
Okay.
She gonna have to try to find a way to help free other slaves and shit like that.
Not
to
other
be-
slaves. How did we get other slaves?
She gonna have to try to figure out something so that she can be the best president if elected.
Ever.
But what I will say is I do believe at a certain point in time, and it's similar to our church. Like, our church is led by a woman, and people have their opinions
Yes.
about women-led churches. And even she says, like, I'm in this spot. I do believe in tradition, and eventually, hopefully, there is a man to be in this spot. But until then, I'm here.
Hello.
But the one thing that I do enjoy about being in that church is you see the wall of men who are like, I wish y'all would.
Yes.
And that's all we need to be. Just the silent dudes to be like, I wish y'all would. Let her run her race, and then let's see where the chips fall once she get in there. It's one of them things where your cousin could do the wrong outside, but you don't correct your cousin till y'all get home or in the car and decide like what's going on.
Like our messy letter from yesterday.
Yeah, like I'll holler at you when we get home. Like, what's up, man? What's up, Perv? Like, that's the way I see it. Like, this is one of those situations where she family, and we gonna talk when you get this job, because Kamala, I wish you
Girl,
would. Because
I need them
what you
loans forgiven.
can't do is go to these sororities and all that stuff and then get them hyped up and then vote and then turn around and then don't do nothing for black people. Girl, you're gonna hear it. So she'll dig her own grave in that aspect. But still, let's handle that internally. We hear Trump's issues because Trump doesn't shut up. But like, think about like a president like George Bush. Did we hear his issues? Nah, because you know why? The Republicans talked about that behind closed doors.
Yeah, outside of his daughters, getting caught drunk, but they were teenagers.
They were teenagers.
Yeah.
So, but his personal issues, we didn't hear that. We hear Trump's personal issues because Trump don't know when to shut up and he just blabbers at the mouth. Is what it is. I feel like whatever we have issues with Kamala, we'll talk about that, but get the job, sis. And then I wish you would. Like, I wish you, but that's once you get the job and you get your seat and you get comfortable. You good? We gonna have you good? You all right? Everything straight? Everything comfortable? Okay, so now what you about to do, sis?
I need that 10%.
Yeah. What you about to do, sis? Because just hit her, because like,
No, you got to hit it with the.
yeah, like, you know, we kind of like helped you get there.
Student loans. I'm telling you. If they keep on forgiving these student loans.
And keep that damn Head Start program. We just got on that. Now, see, that's why if y'all don't notice. The only thing I say about Project 2025 is that goddamn Head Start. We just got on that, literally. And it don't start till August. Please don't take my Head Start.
Don't take it.
Please, just give me at least 2 years till she get in kindergarten, or a year till she get in kindergarten, and then that's different. But right now, and then don't. Anybody who has a vet in their family, and they are a person who actively uses veteran benefits, if you were a person to vote for Trump, that veteran in your family should shoot you right in the back of the head, because they are taking literally benefits from the veterans in that Project 2025. They're taking benefits from our vets. What? People who served and put their life on the line, and this is black or white. This is the people who served our country. You are voting for a person who supports a project that takes their benefits, health benefits, and financial benefits away.
Not to mention, they already need to step up.
Yeah, and they're already
deficits for
deficits.
those people.
Crazy work.
And if you're a woman, I don't understand how you could vote either.
Okay, because let me tell you something. The moment you think you got a right over my body is a problem.
Right. You know, and that to me is insane when you're just sitting here saying, like,
Obi will stab tires.
Yeah, and listen, all four.
Baby, you won't even be able to put air in your tires. And I'm not even going to tell you why. No refill. Buy you 4 sets. Matter of fact, buy you 3. Because that's where I'm going to leave you on.
Obi going to be on CNN trying to stab the president's car.
I'm just like,
get her little ass.
Let's go home. Now.
Why is Obi climbing the fence? Get her little ass.
Get this heifer, Kim. Control this heifer.
Let's go home. Goodness.
I'm weak.
Hey, fam.
What did I say? I'm sorry.
We already know how he feels about us veterans. Yeah, he showed that when he talked about John McCain. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yes.
Hi, family.
Hi. How you doing?
I just believe personally, like I said, y'all, like it's not who we're voting for, it's what we're voting for this one. And we are fortunate enough to have a Black woman leading. And let's go ahead and not be those people. Like I said, the world is about to learn what it's like to be a Black man in a relationship with a Black woman. You gotta know when to shut up. That kitchen is full with women. Shut up.
And
don't go in there touching, tasting. Don't touch the refrigerator.
Just ask.
Just, hey, can you throw me? And you might get the look of death. The fuck?
I just want to say a little prayer over her, because I know she is going to be exhausted. I mean, because we can only imagine what Obama went through and how we saw his change physically over those 8 years. I know these damn 4 years, because we're going to claim it, are going to kick her ass, because everyone's going to question you. They're going to feel like you're not qualified enough just based off of your gender and your race. So I got to give it up to her, because ain't no way when you're seeing a sea of faces who already hate you just for what you look like, and I got to sit here and battle it out with y'all every single goddamn day.
Every day.
Fuck it.
Every day.
You got it. You got it.
So hopefully, she does well, but they already starting when you got somebody who supports something like colored
and hawk tool.
Like, come on, man. Like, what are we talking about? And for Fox to get away with that, that's crazy.
It's insane. It's insane.
You are a news outlet, and to do that, that's the propaganda that I talk about all the time, where we have to be careful of the propaganda that we take in. Like, that's crazy. So then now everybody who's watching that is like, yeah, you got a point. She's not the president yet. Yeah, you got a point.
You sound like Bert and Ernie.
She should be over there and not at Zeta Phi Beta. She's not the president yet.
No.
So
give me a hoorah.
Hey, hoorah.
She's still campaigning. Like, I gotta get out here and work and get these votes.
Yeah.
You got me messed up.
I know if there is anybody in any of these sororities or fraternities, what I will say is this is when you show the world how y'all really work. Because I know one thing, y'all be under the fire too, and for us that ain't Greek.
That was a whole thing on
Like-
social media about how a lot of people were denouncing their organizations. I'm not going to get into that because I didn't read well into it, but I did see that was a whole movement.
Mhm.
Those that ain't Greek, this is the time for us to let's see how y'all do.
Okay.
Because you know, like on Malcolm X, the movie, when she was like, the sister was like, Muslims only do something for Muslims. Y'all remember that part?
Well, I want to see that attitude again. The what?
She said, this is when they was mad at Malcolm when he went to go get brother out the jail, when all the brothers was outside the jail. And so she had an attitude because she was like, oh, people were like, he's only doing that because of Muslims. She was like, and Muslims only look out for Muslims.
Oh,
So let's see what these Greeks do. Because I promise you, if y'all ain't showing up at the polls and figuring out how to get people there and drive people there and all that stuff, all that ski-wee and all that shit. No, because this is the time to show us why people get into these things besides the party walk.
This is true.
Okay. I know one person for sure that's a Greek that will stand up to that.
Mhm.
To stand up to, okay, well, we're gonna put these
Yeah.
people out there, get them.
This is the time.
I
Y'all
do know one person.
As the Divine Nine, y'all should be the driving force behind Kamala and the community, and not saying just y'all voting, because that should be a whole thing too. Party walk y'all ass to the polls and put that on TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, all the X, all that. Party walk all to the polls. You know, get your Jonathan Majors on all the way to the polls, but then also create these lanes to get people to the polls.
I was saying that wrong the first time. I said I do, but now I found out it's a chew.
And I'm not saying it to be funny, but this is the time for us to see y'all truly visible, like wearing your gear, all that stuff, to where now people are like, oh shit, like because Muslims only look out for Muslims. Don't make me stand at the polls and be like, so Greeks only look out for Greeks.
I can't compete in this rhetoric no more. No, but it's saying at the end of the day, be proud.
Yeah.
Be proud for
It's
yourself.
the time.
And you can be proud of that organization or being whatever creature. Be proud. Show up in the polls.
This is time. This is the time. Like, this
especially
is the time.
her organization. She's an AKA.
She better, and the alphas better be right there.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that you won't,
right?
But I'm just saying that this is the time for us to see it in a way that creates change for times to come.
Absolutely.
Where there is no question of, man, why people even do that?
Right.
Because we have that in our, y'all ain't even Greek, and all that other stuff that people do. But amongst these colleges and all these chapters that are on these colleges and these alumni chapters and all that shit, there's droves of Black people that now that we see this should be in support.
Amen. I'm here.
And if you're not in support and you're not locked in, then you better head to Toronto with Drake, because I bet you there are going to be some problems. You better get locked in. You got a short period of time. You better get locked in. That was a segue, because ain't Drake one of the people?
Yes,
we're about to talk
Drake
about?
is back. Yes. Drizzy is back now. He has some new music potentially, and we can play a clip of it because we don't want to play too much, because Facebook will shut our shit down.
They probably won't, because it's Drake. Nobody's shutting anything down for Drake anymore.
Hey. Yo. I'm watching the moves, playing it close. SOD, super soap. Rainy days, his and hers, matching coat. Jet so big, feel like a boat. Stay stay in the flow. I'm watching the moves and playing it close. SOD, super soap. She was a hoe, but I ain't gon' judge, cause that was way before.
I know this ain't it.
Cleopatra.
I know this ain't it. I know the hell this ain't it.
He went into hiding for this.
That's the best he had in the
I
house.
know this ain't it.
So, yes.
I know this ain't it.
Yes. This is Drake's new music with Lil Yachty called Super Soak. So family, what y'all think? Is it a hit? Are we locked in?
Damn it. No. We just need to have They Not Like Us just on every time so we could just that's all you need to hear. Just cut it off right there. Like it's crazy. Like that, that should get him clown.
Okay.
That should get him clown because now at this point in time, you made all that rough, tough, and this.
Well, remember, he said he's making music for the summer. He's doing summer vibes.
The summer is.
I'm about to say
we
there's back to school in every store.
He said I got 9 more Fridays to rectify this.
Wrap that shit up because this ain't a gift, nigga. Like,
the problem that
it's not a gift.
What?
Wrap that shit up because it's not a gift.
I am going to say,
give it the fuck away.
And I could be, people call me weak-minded or whatever. They Not Like Us has penetrated the mind so much that now when I hear Drake, I'm like, nah.
That ain't
it.
Boom.
Well,
because like you said, I've gone back to listen to Kendrick. Kendrick been talking shit about Drake for quite some time.
And people like Drake.
And so when you hear what Kendrick is saying, Kendrick can bring out King Kunta as a new diss and tell people to re-listen to it.
Right.
Because he was talking about Drake.
Yes.
Like, and it was talking about the discovery, like, yo, you got ghostwriters? Like, whoa. So as he was finding out more, he was dropping it. And then the Sprite Cypher, when he was talking about, the dressed up MCs, he was talking about Drake again. I'm like, oh Lord.
So this has been brewing.
This is why they said J. Cole, ho, bruh. Sit down. This ain't got nothing to do with you.
And this is why he was able to go back to back. Possibly to back.
So brewing.
So
Kendrick ate that
Drake's
he had no fucking back to go off.
Drake's friend and producer Gordo, he had this to say because they were asking like, how is Drake doing? And ever since that picture dropped of him looking like somebody's pawpaw, people have been concerned. So he said this. He said, ever since all of this happened, I've seen him happier. It's really weird. What? He's pretty jolly. The internet makes him seem like, oh, that photo, he's all sad and stuff. That's just a bad photo from a bad camera. But because it's him, it's under a magnifying glass. Like, look at his eyes. He looks a little droopy. He hasn't slept, but the guy's been happy as shit. To be honest, he's chilling.
Could be true. But here's the thing. Internally, your body is going to show it. And so the one thing that makes that's funny, but not funny. I have a friend who says, I can't change what the lens captures.
Right.
What is there is what the lens has caught. Now, even if you go in to alter it in Adobe or whatever you do, the lens still catches that.
Absolutely.
So at its raw form, the lens caught him in a pretty bad moment. Maybe he was dehydrated. You need an IV hydration stick, like the lady from yesterday. The doctor, yes. Not lady, the doctor. Because he looked bad. That picture at that all-white party, he looked like he was going through
some things. You didn't see it? Oh, girl, I have to show you.
What the fuck is going on with my mind? I miss all of this shit. I see all the bullshit. And I'm like, what the fuck? And I'm like, well, what happened?
Yeah, so he was at Jimmy Iovine or who was it? Who's the guy?
I can't remember. Mark Rubin?
Mark was one of those, music guys. Drake is taking a picture with him, but you can see on Drake's face that like you ain't had no sleep or something's going on. You were partying hard because he had like big bags underneath his eyes. It looked like he didn't look like him, the smiley guy. Matter of fact, he wasn't smiling. And what picture when Drake's at a party where he ain't smiling and cheesing hard to hell? Like And so it was just it started out with that one, but people had shown multiple pictures from that night. And it's like,
is that the same event where he was seen talking to 50 Cent?
was he in
No. That was a different party.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's like he didn't look like him.
Okay.
And so people were saying like this could be wearing on him because it has to. Like,
yeah,
because you're not on social media as much as you used to be.
No.
There are not a lot of pictures out. People aren't just randomly catching you like as they would before.
Mhm.
So that means that you may be just chilling.
Yeah.
But we know what just chilling means when some shit hits you. Like, yo, he just chilling. Yeah, because you got to figure out the next move.
Mhm.
And if that song was the next move, you got to figure out another next move because that ain't it.
No.
Even if he just came out with something dope beat and just rapping normal, but don't try to go back to Drake singing like this after you just did all that shit talking.
Yeah.
I didn't even think it gave that. So, like, that was not Aubrey. There's a difference from Aubrey and Drake.
Yeah.
That didn't give Aubrey like original Drake vibes. That was something
You better
else.
chill out.
That won't him.
Because this next album, it's like in football, like when they tell coach, you better do something this season because if you don't, you ain't coming back. This is one of those, this next album could, and people are like, y'all, wow, y'all gonna act like Drake didn't have a summer on lock. Yep, because there was shit we didn't know.
Because it wasn't technically Drake or was it someone
And now
else?
that we know there's 1,050,011 ghostwriters, and then we know that you got people in your camp that's pedos, and well, now that's
Including
that,
yourself.
and that changes the game. So that's what diss records do. Diss records will ruin your career. Ask LL Cool J and Cannabis. We don't even know if Cannabis is alive.
Good question. Let's see.
Right.
Is he?
LL Cool J made that last diss album about him called Can I Bust, and we ain't seen him since.
I ain't seen him since.
And now, so the wrong, that's what I'm saying. The wrong, dissing the wrong person could be career suicide. J. Cole bowed out for a reason. Hey, I'm gonna just go ahead on and chill because I like making money and I love my festival.
No, he's still around. He's 49.
Oh, then that's why he ain't rapping no more.
Jermaine Williams.
He ain't got nothing else to say. And then LL Cool J's new album ain't too bad, to be completely honest.
Really? He dropped the album?
He's about to. He got 3 songs out right now, but although those 3 are actually good.
Not only did he leave music, but he joined the army at one point.
Did he?
In real life? Like,
See?
not on
See?
TV shit, but in real life, 'cause I know I be seeing him on.
Nah, like the
See?
nigga actually did. He said,
See?
he explains why he left music and briefly joined the army.
He left music because LL Cool J destroyed his career. Which I don't know if it's right or wrong, but just watch who you battle with, because Drizzy, this could be it for you.
And speaking of battle, Chris Brown is in, some trouble, serious trouble
Every
yet
time
again.
he takes 2 steps forward. He
yes,
takes two steps forward. I take 2 steps back.
Because I'm just like a cat.
You said oh my god.
What did
Speaking
Breezy
of
do
Chris
this
Brown,
time?
well, Chris Brown is looking at another lawsuit.
Another one?
Yeah, this one is pretty hefty for $50 million due to an incident that happened at his Fort Worth, Texas show. Allegedly, 4 guys and I think a plethora of women, they said around 40, were invited backstage, and the guys, from what I am reading, had some brief history with Chris, and they essentially, from what the guys are saying, were brought backstage to get beat up and assaulted by Chris and his entourage. So the 4 guys,
I invited you to ass whooping.
I knew that part because I'm trying to.
And this
I'm trying to do
nigga,
the
first of
math.
all, you went to the concert and had beef with him
The fact that you went and still went backstage.
and went backstage with
So-
beef and thought it was gonna be cool. Like you and Chris was gonna shake
well,
hands.
that's what happened. He thought that they were cool. They were gonna shake hands, and Chris was like, "Nah, like nigga, I heard what you've been saying allegedly, and that there was some beef, some words were made." And then Chris essentially was like, "Get him," And one of the first hits that were thrown was from Chris. Now, one guy is in the hospital as we speak. They say that, he has an injury to his vertebrae and that currently he cannot work and all of these things. And his lawyer, which goes by the name of Busby. And I'm like, that sounds like
something that
something from Family Guy.
That the Wayans brothers would make up.
Attorney Busby.
And Busby come in, he ain't nothing but an old reverend. My client is free and innocent because Chris Brown don't know how to keep his hands to himself. Reverend Busby that done turned into an attorney.
I did look him up. Busby actually does exist, and so does his law firm.
Does he look crazy?
No, it's a white guy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's a white guy, and he actually does have a whole entire law firm. But he said Mr. Overpack, who witnessed the attack, alleges that the first punch was thrown by Chris Brown, and that Brown directed the violence that occurred. Mr. Overpack is receiving treatment for a cracked vertebrae in his neck and now cannot work. We hope to have video that captured the violence very
because your old ass shouldn't have been back there trying to. What did you think was going to happen?
He said that his client is suing for alleged assault, battery, negligence, gross negligence, and intentional infliction of emotional distress. So
somebody said that Chris was a punk growing up. And so where is all the hood boy acting coming from? Because he got cool with the Bloods.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, that was definitely
once he got cool with the Bloods, he turned tough.
But y'all know not to play with him because what the fuck? Why you gonna go backstage and fucking get jumped? You talking about 4 guys, 40 women. You should have known you was getting set up, sir.
There's no way if I had beef with a dude for years and I know he got access to bodyguards and things like that, then I'm gonna go to a show because you had to pay. So now I gave you money to get my ass kicked.
He got beef for free.
Yeah.
He got beef for a fee. Actually.
Yeah.
That's sad. I'm sorry. We don't like violence.
That's like when somebody says when you get pulled over by the car, and this is black humor, so watch it. When you get pulled over by the cops, turn your music off so you don't get your ass beat to a soundtrack. Because it's on all the cameras and dop dop dop. I said now that's a good joke, and I am gonna do that. Because what if a crazy ass song came on while you get your ass kicked and they show it on the news? Sensational. What can I do for you? You get lumped up.
All right.
And I know you get your whole ass whooped. Wop. I got your wop.
That's wild.
Pop.
I
love comedy.
Take the wheel.
Because it's the truth.
It is.
And I am going to do that. Like, turn that shit down because I don't want to be the one.
And they also say it's good for you to turn on your lights on your dash. So
so they can see.
So they can see. Just as a precaution. Turn your music down. Turn on your lights. Just so everyone is safe.
And if you got power windows, roll them all down. Because the dark ones that people can't see, they pull that on you. So literally, if I was to get pulled over right now, I immediately roll all the windows down, so I don't want to hear no shit.
Okay, gotcha. Because we don't know what's in your back.
Yeah, well, what's in your back seat? Because then that's what gets them the ability to start asking questions that trip you up, and next thing you know, the dog is searching your car. But if I roll the windows down as soon as you come through, and you can clearly see in my back seat, then let's just chill on out
because we got a bunch of bullshit back here. And
well, see, I keep your back seat clean though. Okay. Just in case. But don't get your ass whipped to a soundtrack, and don't pay tickets to go to concerts to get your ass whipped by the dude you got beef with.
You just paid that nigga.
If I was a judge, I would be like, man, get this out of my court. Because you paid to go there.
Yeah.
And then you went backstage. What were you going backstage for, sir?
You and your friends.
4 against 4-0.
As long as it was men, it's cool. Now, when you said that, I'm like, please, Lord Jesus, I hope somebody wasn't trying to accuse him of doing something to one of them women. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
but you didn't see what was wrong with the ratio when you were asked to go back there.
Right. Please understand the setup, guys. Like, God damn. How old is he?
Who, Chris?
No, the dude, 40.
Oh, yeah. Some of these guys are around the same age, like 30s, 40s. Yeah. 30s.
I am 43. If you hit me anywhere, my vertebrae is gonna crack. I'm not paying for that shit. You came in there with your vertebrae cracked already. If I'm Chris, I'm not paying. He's 40. He already got to crack something. At 40, everything on you is fragile as hell. No matter even if you go to the gym.
Even
That's
at
why
30.
people wear belts, them lifting belts. Because if you lift wrong, the lifting belt helps to support your back. Because if you lift wrong, old, that's your ass. You're gonna be crumbled right underneath that weight. Talking about help, little help, little help. While your ass is ain't nothing worse than getting stuck underweight old. That's all you can get out. Niggas run into you. You try to balance the weight to get it off and shit. So that's what you did. You went to a fight not knowing that your ass is old and already got cracked vertebrae, probably worked in construction somehow. So you already fucked up. And you went in there to mess with Breezy at his concert. And then you're going to mess up my money because I'm getting $1,000, $1,500 a bop. So Breezy, that's the other part. That's why I'd be like, man, sometimes I just can't feel sorry for Breezy.
Well, he's currently still on tour, and then his tour ends next month. So we'll see what happens with all of this.
But I mean, the part about feeling sorry is because Breezy, you with those pictures, you do give people easy access to you.
Yeah, very.
So luckily, this dude was stupid. But for somebody who could think out a plan and have one of them young girls set him up, because you let these girls get that close, and you know, but. Sensational. That's my jam, though. I fucking love. The one thing I can tell you about Breezy is he will put a goddamn hit out.
Has a good song.
This nigga, and
He does not Drake us.
The one thing, no, he does not. No, he does not.
It is always good because that damn Call Me Every Day.
He will put out a hit. And that's what I'm saying. Like at some point in time, between him and Usher, they got to be rolling on Mike Jackson's ass on some stats.
They are, but like, think about it. They don't want to give them the credit. Think about how hard they combat them on just giving them simple credit as far as being a great dancer. That nigga dance his fucking ass off.
Yeah.
They don't never.
And
give
if
them
you
the
go
credit
back, y'all gonna cut my throat. But if you go back and look at Mike Jack's dancing versus Chris Brown and Usher's dancing. That 80s big sock, black shoe dancing versus what these brothers is doing. Do y'all see what Chris be doing out there?
Chris be killing me. That took me out.
Big sock, black shoe, because that's what, you know, when he finally pulled out the moonwalk, he had on them big ass socks and them black loafers, and everybody's like, oh.
Nobody was paying to that shit because
everybody said,
he just glided across the floor.
Right, but if you look at how easily
We
Chris,
saw the damn socks.
No, you look how easily how Chris does that with no effort, none whatsoever. And then you know that whole click in the back of your heel, clap, clap, and then grabbing your.
do that a lot.
Yeah, clap, clap. You know, and that little spin and on the top.
Yeah, the top of your toe.
Man, Chris is killing that.
But you know who also dances well like that?
Big sock loafer energy.
Can't even get it out. You would pay attention to some shit. We all seen that.
Because we thought that shit was hot and we gave Mike a pass. But if we really sit down and look at what the fuck Mike did at that moment when he said, I'm gonna do it right now. Kick, slide, slide, slide. It's like, hold up, bro. With them loafers and them big ass socks, you had them Jermaine Dupri.
Let me hear the steps again.
He said, I'm about to do this shit and kick. Slide, 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 spin,
killing it,
and
killing
kick.
it.
Big socks, and shoulders. And we were like, woo!
Yes.
But then we don't want to give Mike his credit. I mean, we don't want to give Chris Brown and Usher. Usher does the same shit on roller skates.
Facts.
Like, Usher,
that's harder to do.
man.
That's
smooth.
I don't know how to backwards skate.
Usher got to do.
I don't.
You just gotta get your
I
momentum.
don't even know how to rollerblade.
I don't know how to
Usher pulled that shit off, and then he did it on a Super Bowl show that wasn't even a real skating rink. Like this nigga's out there like there's cracks in that shit, and he's skipping over and we're still like Michael's the greatest performer ever. Oh no.
I was trying to say, or I just couldn't keep it together. Sierra is also a very, very, very good dancer as well.
Yes.
She's the only one that I've seen that can actually hang with Chris Brown.
Right, because then we also celebrated Missy coming out. Did y'all see when Missy came out in her garbage bag on tour with the I Can't Stand the Rain?
She did?
I didn't.
She did.
And the crowd went nuts.
Yay!
But the wind, because she's so small now, the wind almost blew her ass back. She stumbled, but she had to play it off like when that part that I feel the wind, I feel the wind. 5, 6, 7. Her little bony ass got blown back. Like,
I'm gonna turn that damn fan down. Bless her heart, and she's so tiny.
She's tiny.
Yeah.
I love Missy, so I ain't. That's not a diss. It's just you ain't big Missy that got that leverage.
Yeah.
That
shoulders
yeah, she said,
no more.
You ain't beat me 911 no more.
yeah. And she said, yeah, you feel the win, all right. Cut that shit off. If
That
I
is
was
one concert I'm mad that I did not get tickets to.
almost blew her little ass. You ain't Beyonce. Beyonce can handle the wind.
And it's not moving that damn fast.
Yeah.
They said turbo.
I feel the wind.
Oh God.
But with all that said,
Yes.
I think we need to start. Breezy, stop beating people's ass so we can give you the props you deserve.
Stop. Keep beating them niggas' ass. Damn it. Just stop inviting them fuck niggas back there. Because what the fuck? You set yourself up on that one. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Because there ain't nothing that nigga could have said or done to make me come down to his level. Like, I have a sold out tour.
He said in his mind, he said, now kick. Get up on my knee, on my toes. Ha! This is it, Mike. Do it. And slide. Spin,
And then
kick,
slide again.
and toes, and backwards, and slide. Ow! Crotch grab, and shoulders. And everybody standing ovation.
You couldn't say that
Chris
shit
Brown
wasn't
is
hot.
out there doing everything.
You remember the routine though.
Oh, you damn right. I remember the night it came on. I watched it.
And then he had the Spider-Man.
Yeah, he said Spider-Man and shoulders, and give me the mic, and I'm gonna stomp.
It was hot for that time. That was monumental.
But I'm saying, now we watch Chris Brown. This nigga's being pulled by strings across everything. He's doing his best. The damn floor shoots up, and he backflips from the floor, and we're like,
getting stuck on lips.
Mike is still the king of pop. Is he?
Is he?
Usher said, I'm in love in this club backwards. And niggas was like, I don't know. Mike's still the guy. This nigga is on roller skates. Doing every Mike move on roller skates. And we're still like, Mike Jackson is the king of pop. Old people do this to us.
They do.
Let some of these young people are sweating just for an applaud. And we gave slide, kick, ow, crotch grab, and shoulders. Mike, stomp, back of the heels, Spider-Man. Woo-hoo!
Because it was monumental during that time.
I'm sorry. This is gonna stay with me all night.
And that's the beat. Now he got whole sensational, he got whole in love with this club. He got shit dropping from everywhere, and we went crazy for.
And not to mention, he also did an MJ tribute and killed that shit.
Oh,
Chris Brown.
Yeah, but they told him they
canceled
couldn't have it.
No. This was like back in the day when he wasn't. He was still canceled, but they allowed him to do it, and he broke down in tears.
Oh
on
yeah,
stage.
yeah.
So,
but there was supposed to be another one.
There was.
And they still canceled
Yes,
it.
they blocked
And
him.
They
Yes.
still keep canceling
Yes.
it. So stop playing on that man name.
He's the only one that can actually do one. Speaking of tribute, what did y'all? I know this is old, but what did y'all think of the whole Usher tribute when it was the women singing?
Childish Gambino forgot the goddamn words.
You know,
I said, now come on, and I like you.
I love some Childish.
But what? You forgot the words in front of his face and then tried to pull it off and was hoping that who sang it with him?
I didn't even watch it.
Somebody tried to pull him out of it, but it was like in her mind, she was like,
Kiki?
this is your part. Yeah, I think it might have been. And it was like, but this is your part. And he was looking at her like, get me out of this. And he couldn't get
like, no,
I can't get you out of this. You want your one?
If I was Usher, I'd have been like, see, y'all wouldn't have did that to Mike.
I think the only so-called group that killed it for me was Tiana Taylor
Yeah.
and Victoria
Mhm.
Monet.
Mhm.
And I think Victoria Monet did her own selection from him, right? If I'm not mistaken, or she just did a selection by herself.
Oh no, she did one by herself.
Okay.
Yeah.
I enjoyed that aspect. And then I think that was different as far as someone to contribute as an artist. However, Chris Brown definitely should have been in that lineup. No, not
Purpose
Luke
said
James.
Purpose said that whole thing made you want a beat it jacket. It sure did.
I mean, at this point, yeah.
But ain't wasn't nobody wearing them damn socks. Them big ass glitter socks.
Tiana came close. If you keep the fit, she came close. Her fit was damn near there. She had the fucking top hat and everything.
Yeah,
but
she
Sis
did.
Gibbs, she's like, I love Tiana. That's my baby. Love you, T. Hi. But like that's what she gives. So like if she was to put on the socks with the better shoes, I'm like, oh yes, that's it. I ain't mad. But she was the only one that came close to that.
What?
Sorry. Who's next?
All right. So
Breezy, stop that shit, man.
Yeah.
Because I cheer for Chris Brown because I believe people make mistakes and you know, all right, but damn. You can't keep putting hands on people, man. It's always a Chris Brown put hands on somebody's story. Stop putting hands on people, man.
Yeah, you can.
Okay, sorry.
All right. So Latoya Luckett
Oh
was
man,
on The Breakfast Club
the
and prompted.
displaced Destiny Child,
Listen,
disenfranchised.
her
Don't do that to
one
my
album.
I love her.
I was gonna say her one album was everything. I played that shit out in college
She was
and
too
will play
good.
it till this day.
She was
She
too
can
good.
sing her ass off.
Yeah,
she
she
can
was
sing,
too-
and so can Kelly.
She was too good, and you know how Jay-Z and them is about old Bay and her career. Can't be better than Bay. We can't have that shit. We'll give you a check and pay you, but you can't produce no music.
Well, since she has moved on, she's more in her acting bag than singing.
That's
you know, even though I do think that she needs to go back because that damn album is everything.
Can't be better than Beyonce. You know why you can't be better than Beyonce? They won't even let Solange live. Because if Solange's
fucking
second
music.
album was better than damn near half of her catalog, Beyonce's catalog, that whole album from way through,
I like the first one.
I like the first
I
one.
like all of it. Like hers, to me, I'm like, you're a better artist than your sister. Artist, not a performer. Artist.
Okay.
Because A Seat at the Table was a masterpiece.
And they was like, yeah, so that you getting popularity. She's the show. Sit down. How much? What money? Comes down to money. How much is it going to cost you to not produce no more albums? Like when was the last Solange album?
It's been some time
About
because it came out.
2014.
That's what I'm saying.
Because
What was the
Cranes in
name?
the Sky was on that album.
What's the name of
No, it
the
was
last
one after
album?
that.
Don't Touch My Hair, like all of that was on that last album.
There was one after that one.
It was?
Mhm.
Okay, I missed
But that one wasn't. It was okay. It gets featured in a lot of movies and such. But what was it called? When I Get Home. That was in 2019.
That's
Yeah.
so damn, that's still a
Mhm,
while. That was
mhm.
before the pandemic.
Yes. Yes. 'Cause
And
it
that's
dropped.
probably why nobody really heard of that one because the pandemic took over everything.
Mm-hmm.
There was a lot going on because when it dropped, there was a lot going on. But yeah, it wasn't. I'm sorry, it just wasn't as good as Seat on the Table because the Seat at the Table was here, and then when she dropped When I Get Home, it was like it was way too eclectic.
Wait, A Seat at the Table is the one that has
no,
like
I
Cranes
like-
in the Sky,
Mhm.
right? That's not her second album?
Wait,
No.
let me see.
The one album after that was When I Get Home.
Nah, because she had Solo Star in 2002.
Yeah.
I like Seat at the
So then the
Table.
Seat at the Table would be her second solo album.
I'm thinking you're trying to compare When I Get Home and A Seat at the Table.
Nah. Like I remember Solo Star because that's when
Mhm.
we were like, you're just Beyonce's little sister. Then she came out with A Seat at the Table. It was like, wait a minute.
No,
No,
and
I
then
like
she
that
did
one.
Soul Angel and the Hadley Street Dreams. That was the one that had Tony on it. That one was good
right.
too. Yeah.
That one
This one.
right there. Yeah.
That's the one.
That's the
Mhm.
one for me.
Mhm.
That's
That's
the
the last one she
But
put
see,
out.
that to me, that's the project that I say that skips over a lot of Beyonce projects. When you talk about
Yeah.
artistry from beginning to end, that album
Yeah.
from beginning to end, you don't skip a song.
Fire.
So people noticed that and was like, I don't know.
Well,
And then now all the Destiny Child girls that could sing,
All the children.
all the children,
Children.
they got
Right,
cut,
child.
and then you keep Michelle. How you keep Michelle? I'm just happy to be here, Michelle.
Michelle done went on the gospel. You ain't keeping her no more. She
She's
praising
in her
the
gospel
Lord.
bag.
She's in her gospel bag heavy.
She
So
needs
that's
to,
why when Jesus
she
said
needs
yes,
to be.
no one can say
She,
no.
you know what? And she needs to be.
Talk about it. Hallelujah.
And I'm hoping she has fun with that because she fits that.
She does.
Stay there. Because every break that she had in the song, it was like,
No, someone.
which one?
I like the
Her-
Survivor one.
Survivor was good.
Yes.
Bootylicious was good.
Yes,
when it
move
came
your body
to
up and down.
Ooh.
Lay your booty touch the ground. I can't help but wonder why.
I know the backgrounds don't play with me. Shake my G.
You're stupid.
Nah.
What's happening today?
Letting it out.
Okay.
That was my shit.
Oh, God.
So then one of the better Destiny Child girls, what did she do? Is
So-
that Young Thug?
What?
Which
That's
one she with?
Latoya. She was before they went like super sensational.
Yes.
No, I'm
But
saying,
she
but
was
which one
with,
is she? They
Slim
just
Thug.
talk. Yeah, Slim Thug. They talk about they're off and on relationship.
Yeah. So in that, the conversation was brought up about side chicks, and this is what she had to say.
That crazy in a real relationship? You ever at all had to get a little crazy?
You know what's so funny?
Uh-oh.
At the airport just yesterday.
Oh, you got crazy yesterday.
I was looking. No, I didn't get crazy yesterday. I was looking through my phone for something, and I saw that I had stored like a side chick's number from my ex-boyfriend in my phone. I was like, why do I still have this?
You forgot to call her?
I never called her.
Yeah.
But why do I even have this in here?
Because you wanted to call her.
It was just a just in case.
Yeah.
Just in case. But I had to have a little bit of offness. There was a little bit of something.
How long was it in
Why
your
does
phone,
that mean
though? Was
offness?
it-
It's been there.
Like-
for maybe
Before COVID?
Wait, I'm gonna say 2007.
Jesus.
That's why I was like, why is I know I've had several phones since this.
Did you feel like just texting her and be like, hey, you still I'm not, but I just want to know, did it work out for y'all?
It did not. It did not. He
Okay.
is no, I don't think he's a settling type. But
So, which prompts me to ask the question: have you ever done something as ridiculous as that, or as crazy when it comes to an ex? Because storing a side chick's phone. Well, have you done it? Have you stored it?
Fuck no.
Oh, I was gonna say.
I've done some crazy shit, but that won't it. Not at all.
Is that worse compared to what you've done?
No, that's mild.
Oh,
That's mild because just a breakdown. I had an ex of mine. His girlfriend had hit me up at one point. Weird shit. Still trying to figure that out to this point. But at that point, like me and him has been and done. He lives in one state. I live in another. But we were just saying, hey, how you doing? Keeping it moving. She took it upon herself to message me. Okay, ma'am, I respect that. That's not my business. I don't want none of your business. But she kept messaging me. It's like, okay, ma'am, I don't know what the fuck you want. And maybe he didn't. He was telling you about me because apparently she knew enough to try to like throw jabs at me once it got elevated to that point. But I was like, well, damn. It had to be that fucking good that he keeps having my fucking name in your goddamn mouth. Like, what do you want, man? Like, I live in North Carolina. He lives in Georgia. Like, what?
Oh, yeah.
Come on, man. Get the fuck off my phone before I really embarrass you and that man.
But have you ever been that woman to do something like that? Like to store a number or to just something over your ex where you're like, now I done went too damn far.
I may look on your social media.
Yeah.
I will. I will look on your social
I think
media.
that's just curiosity.
But to store your number, I really don't care that bad to, because at the end of the day is whether we're going to meet up and figure that shit out. Is at some point it's going to run into where it's like, oh, okay, and then figure it out from there. But no, no.
Yeah, no. Have you
done anything crazy to, or have had something done to?
Oh,
I haven't done anything crazy to an ex at all.
like once it's over, it's just over.
Yeah, like, because that's for a guy to do that.
It's sassy. That's the new term.
I saw the hand. You were getting ready to do it.
Sassy.
I saw the hand. You were getting ready to do it.
That was sassy.
So I think the most I did was the new guy that the ex was dealing with hit me up for some odd reason.
Mm-hmm.
So me and him had problems, and that was because
Yeah, why are you?
you know who he was in college.
Yes.
So it was an issue with him.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Personally, but like do things to her? No, I wouldn't. What would I do? You know what I'm saying? Like that's weird. Fatal attraction. You can't get over. Yeah, like you can't get over that. Like no. Now, to me, I don't think besides my ex-wife lying on me, I don't think anything else is happening. That was crazy.
Yeah, that was insane.
That was crazy.
That was
crazy.
That was insane.
Yeah.
I'm still trying to.
My ex-wife. Oh, it was crazy. Crazy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was insane.
Absolutely. Wow.
Just the thought that was brought. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like, well,
like it was wild. Like what was done was cruel. It was to intentionally hurt because things weren't going your way. Like I am a person. You break up with me, and I am not the shit. Let's tell it. It's a rant. All right. So here's what happened. My ex-wife wanted a divorce, and I said, "No, I think we should work it out." And she said, "Nope, I want a divorce." And I said, "Well, we ain't gone to therapy or anything like that. We should work this out." "Well, we gonna work it out. We gonna separate, and you moving out." I said, "Well, I'm not gonna move out of my home. We're not gonna do that. That's not because where will I go? What are we talking about? I'm invested. This is our home. We've been together for 8 years. What are you talking about? Just leave my house? Like, oh, well, where am I going? No, we're not doing that."
Okay.
So that was on a Thursday. All right. So then I was coaching football. This is another reason why, football was played a big part in my divorce. That Friday, coach football. I come home. No one's there. The house is completely empty as far as people, not actual things like the couches and everything was there, but people, which was weird. I'm like, well, where's she at? Call my mom. Yo, should I be concerned? Nah, don't be concerned. If, just, whatever. Saturday goes by. She comes back. Saturday comes back. Okay, cool. So now I got my friends there and we're in the basement because I had moved everything to the basement. So we're separated in the house where basement had its own entrance. I go down to the basement. I come in through the basement. Only time we cross paths in the kitchen because right now we ain't here right now.
Right.
So I had my friends over for a Floyd Mayweather fight. Thank God they were there because Saturday goes past, Sunday gone again. And I'm like, what the hell? Why do you keep leaving? So then Monday comes around. This is when it kind of gets funny because Monday I go to work, go to football practice, come back home, about to eat my pizza and watch Monday Night Football. Chilling, draws, t-shirt, pizza, Monday Night Football. And knock comes on the door. Boom, 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 boom. What in the hell is going on? So I go upstairs to the door. It is the police, and I'm in my drawers. This is not okay. We're already starting off wrong. So they know me because I do things in the community. I work with the kids. So literally they're like, "Coach, we got to talk to you." I'm like, well, what do you have to talk to me for? Come on in. I was terrified because the last time the police did that to me, one of my players were murdered. And so I was like, here we go. Like, So I'm like, all right, come on in. Let's sit down and talk. So he goes, "Coach, are you and your wife arguing?" "Yeah, why? What's up? Like, what's going on?" She wrote up a PFA. A PFA? What for what? A protection from abuse.
I'm sorry, this sound that damn slow.
So,
my
so then I said, so I busted out laughing, like, you gotta be joking. Like, there's no way. Like, what? So he was like, "No, I'm not joking." Handed it to me. Sit down and read this thing. I had turned into the Incredible Hulk on Saturday. Somehow I had beat her, dragged her up the stairs, locked her in the room. I whooped all the kids' ass.
This ain't funny. This is not funny.
This is true. I swear to God, this is true. Whooped all the kids' ass. I beat everybody. That night, I had whooped everybody's ass and locked her in the room until she go to work on Monday. That's when I let her out. So now here's where it gets funnier. So the cop says, "Hey man, don't worry about it. If y'all going through a divorce, this is what usually happens, because this is leverage."
I'm trying to normalize the bullshit.
Yeah, no, check
like,
it. Watch this, because this is what women do when they're trying to leverage to get the house. What you mean? Basically, this is what they do when they want you out. Because if that coach, we looked at the records. Y'all haven't even had as much as a 911 call to this house.
Right. And there were no signs of abuse on
y'all have
or
never,
the
there was never any sign of that. Like, so, oh, wait now. Oh, it gets better. So then I hire an attorney, right? And so I hire a white woman attorney because I'm figuring I can't go in there with a brother because this will be crazy work. So you got a white woman attorney. And then I said, I got witnesses. The night that she said that this happened, me and my friends were watching the fight. So she was like, okay, well, we'll bring them into court and all this stuff like this. Bop, 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 bop. This shit is hilarious. So it's this like an episode of Atlanta. So I'm in there like, word, we about to get right on her ass. Like, it's going down today. She went and talked to her attorney and came back and said, I don't think we should go in the courtroom. I'm like, wait, whoa, why? What? I don't think this is going to look good. Why? You didn't tell me that you had 3 big black men with you. I said, well, what does that mean? The judge is white. What do you mean the judge is white? The judge is white. She's a little black woman, and you got 3 big black men about to go in this room saying that you didn't. I don't think this is going to work for you. Well, I done paid you money, so we better work this out. So then she goes back. She talks to the lady, and the lady comes back out and says, like, this is when the attorneys, this is why I tell people all the time, the attorneys, they're all friends. Mm-hmm. So then her attorney talks to my attorney. She's in the room for abused victims. So she's playing this shit out, right? So now and when I tell you, my sister could tell you, she's not that type of person at all. Like, no. She's very spirited like you.
Yes.
Like, so
yes.
Very spirited. We'll say
she will fuck somebody up.
So
to be this big.
Yeah, we'll just say she's spirited. So
sure, people issues.
So the next thing you know, I'm sitting there like, all right, so what should I do? So we do briefly go into the court. Now I go in there and she goes in there, but then once again, it was, you better not look to the left. So I'm in there like this. Straight face. Can't look this way, because if you look that way, they consider it intimidation. Mm-hmm. Those 2 weren't even allowed to come in with me, right? Oh. So then we go through all this. She's riding this out. We got a point. We're getting to this point. Here's one reason why I never erase text messages in the phone. Here's why. In my phone, I have a text message where she actually sent me that said, y'all need to turn that TV down. And so luckily, the judge was like, well, wait a minute. You had your phone. Mm-hmm. How come you didn't call 911 if you was locked in at this point in time? They lied and said, oh, he took the phone. He was like, nah. I mean, she was like, nah, And well, this is a shame. You shouldn't have did this. And then the thing got dropped. But in there, this woman tells me, if I were you, I would never go back to that house because she could do it again. Mm. And I'm like, well, where am I supposed to go? This is my crib.
Thanks.
Fast forward, so we ended up handling everything there. Like, the separation and everything was handled right there on the spot. Maybe a month and a half later, after I move out and struggling, as my sister was laughing at me through this time, because we have told
this nigga to move down to North Carolina.
We have laughing moments at some of the darkest times in our life, because that's how we deal with trauma. So the song "Life" means something to me, because life. I felt that.
I like that song.
And so when I told my sister, I listened to it every morning. She was like, that is a terrible way to live. Literally, that was her quote.
He kept going. He was like, oh, I listened to Life and I don't have any food. And
I was bad.
Wait a minute.
Your boy. Boy was bad off.
I drive. I understand.
Yeah, it was bad off.
You felt the feeling.
Oh, life to me right now just gives me that one single
It's
tear.
that
Like,
hard line right here. Yeah.
when Casey and JoJo, well, actually, R. Kelly wrote that. Sorry, but when Casey and JoJo performed it, it's just somebody done me wrong, done me wrong. Eyes to the ceiling all night long. If that wasn't me, like, how did I get here? So then now, fast forward. Now imagine this. So you've been lied on.
They sung that song.
They did.
You've been lied on.
Okay.
You've been kicked out your home. Not kicked out, but told just it's not safe to return.
Mm-hmm.
You're living in a place where all you got is just air mattress TV. You starting from the bottom up, right?
Okay. No drizzy.
No, yeah, you really at the bottom. This is the bottom.
Started from the bottom now.
You laughing with your family because they're like, you just need to come to North Carolina and it gets up. It's over. And I'm like, no, I'm gonna try to hold this on. Yeah, they laughing, sending messages. The sun is shining.
Just bring your ass down there, nigga.
And I'm up there in the cold, like, I'm gonna fight this. I'm in Pittsburgh. I'm gonna do this. Then okay. Then I got a text message. And I just recently erased this text message when I started therapy from the ex-wife. It said, through all this, you didn't even fight for me.
The fuck you want me to do? Like,
what? Stephen A. Wow. You tried to take me out and thought I was supposed to keep fighting for you. What in the name
But what
of
did we talk about toxic women?
The hell? And if somebody, even her,
I need that conversation.
if somebody,
I'm not saying that I'm toxic.
even her, and it was crazy. Like if she was ever to say that didn't happen, there are court documented papers that could show you went there, and then text me. You didn't even fight for us.
And technically I did, because if I said I don't want to have a divorce, we need to go to counseling and stuff like that. And you're like, no, because you're in your feelings right now. That is fighting. But if you're going to go through these lengths, why should I keep going?
I'm out. I left because at that
what's sad is I think that definitely plays into people's trauma.
Absolutely.
That plays into people's trauma because what they feel like fighting for is not fighting for. That's abuse.
Yeah.
That's more added trauma. So maybe her vision on fighting for was not the vision that you had, which is cool.
Yeah, because I don't understand that. You had tried to have me locked up for some shit I didn't do
at all.
What type of toxic shit is that?
Not to mention the trauma that it put you through as a person and the battles that you had to overcome over that. Because not to mention, like, whenever they look up your name, all of that is still
it's still there
to this day.
Yeah.
So I understand.
And the children. No one ever thinks of the children.
The gumdrop buttons.
Anything but the gumdrop buttons. That is my favorite phrase. But that's wild.
So then if you say X, that happened. That shit happened. That's why I am a big advocate of, if a person accuses someone of abuse, but there is no abuse, that person should face some form of consequences.
Absolutely.
Because you totally can just train wreck someone's life.
Right.
And it's like, but I didn't do that.
Well, just like the woman, I don't know if you guys seen recently that she came face to face with the guy that she accused of rape. He did 14 years and it was mistaken identity. 14 years. And now I have to sit here and look at the person who put me behind bars when it wasn't even me.
You see this face? You see the intensity? You see this?
You know where the bar was for me.
I'll knock all this shit over.
Okay.
Cause see, I feel that. Cause when the lady told me not to go to, when the lady told me, my attorney told me don't go in that courtroom, it was strategic. Cause she's like, it'll look like y'all are still trying to intimidate her. And what we don't want you to do is have that judge believe that, because then there's not, even if you didn't do it, you're gone.
Right.
So when I'm like, but they was there, she's like, I don't care.
Right. They're big and black.
They're big black men. Because at first I'm like, oh, I know you ain't going there with this racial shit after I paid you. I wish
Meanwhile,
you.
she's like, easy.
Yeah, I'm on my Kelly.
Wait.
Yeah, I wish you would. She hit me with the Ken.
Yes.
Think about this.
Think about it.
I said, well, wait, you better make me think right. Because this is, I done paid. You better do right. We walked out of here in 0 cent. Because I ain't do it. She said, and I believe you didn't do it. Because if you did it, she would have some form of police report. Something. She said there was nothing.
There are no bruises.
And then she said, this woman looks very healthy. I'm like, yeah. So she was like, I know we've seen this before, but I'm telling you, don't take those black men in that room with you, or you're going to have problems. Jail problems? Jail problems.
Well,
y'all sit tight. Y'all sit tight. Yeah, because we don't want jail problems for some shit that you didn't do. I couldn't even imagine.
Yeah, 14 years.
Even being accused of something that you didn't do caused you to be like,
you see how we fucking act over peanuts and shit. So just
that's my segment. Ask me how I know.
Give me the green light. I just want one fucking green light. Just a
yeah, it was crazy work, man. This was crazy work. So then when you talk about an ex, that happened to me. I don't think there's anything that can top that. Because you're talking about taking an innocent person's life away and you're riding this out. Because in my mind, I'm thinking at some point, she got to stop this. Like,
and I've been angry, but I've never been that angry to want to destroy someone's life or livelihood. And I've been angry. I've been very angry. And when I say angry, I mean very, very angry to the point where you're calm. You know, when you reach that point of anger, that I've scared myself. But for having good friends and family who talk you down, I never went through with any of the things that were going on in my head, but I've never been that angry to where I would put someone in jail or jeopardize their reputation.
Yeah.
Never that angry. That's just evil.
Yeah.
And I'm and there's a difference between being angry and evil. And that was just downright evil.
That's the first time I ever told a story. Like, even my children don't know that story.
Right.
They don't know. Like, and I thought, like, it's going to be a time where I got to tell that because my oldest one is 21. And when I left, she really doesn't know the reason why I left. Well, she will now, but she really doesn't know the reason why I left. At that point in time, when somebody does these like vindictive things to an ex or something like that, as a man, you can't respond like, oh, I'm gonna fight you because that's gonna put you in jail.
Right.
Oh, I'm gonna hurt you. That's gonna put you in jail. So anything that you think you can do on your own is gonna put you in jail. Then when you hire people to help you, the first thing they do is, and when you have a good, or no, when you got a good attorney, they're going to give you the perspective.
Wrong hire. Sorry.
Wrong hire.
Yeah, I'm gonna say, oh,
okay, because you don't want to admit to those hires. Those hires will get you.
Went for it. Still snitch on your bitch ass, so you better fucking be careful about who the fuck you hire besides a lawyer.
Yeah.
Hello.
Those hires, yeah, because then they'll snitch when the heat get on them. And then if you hire your attorney, they're going to tell you specifically how that looks. And then now you got to figure out how to adjust based upon the perception of the judge, because being a black man, they're going to assume certain things just by autonomy alone. So like if me and O go in and I say she's been whooping my ass, they're going to say that little, not knowing that O's about that shit. Like,
and is.
So I could have gotten my ass kicked, especially if I'm a man that's not going to fight back, because there are men who are not going to hit back. No matter how crazy you go, I'm not going to hit you back. So being in that situation and being that guy that even if we had an altercation, which is hilarious because I don't do altercations with women, never. If we did, I'm the guy that's not going to hit back. And she knew that. Like, she knows that to this day. So it was like, oh, we're going to press this point. And the people I had to help me were guys that looked like me, but bigger. 2 of them were taller than me. And they were like, I can't believe this shit is happening to you right now. Like, everybody was in total disbelief.
But you know what? There's some people in that mindset, and we talk about it a lot on this show, where they think that by doing things like this, by pushing those buttons, by putting their hands on you, by calling you out your name, like that's going to get a man to do something. And then in return, there are some guys that like that, where it's like, oh, well, she just do this. She just talks shit, or I might slap her, or I might call her stuff. And it's a toxic relationship where people go back and forth. And that
That's
shit
that
is
trauma
sick
bond.
to me.
It's
Yes,
that trauma bond.
It's
That's the
sick to
sad
me.
part. But
Doing that is crazy.
It is, and it's too much energy. Way too much.
Like the energy that's outside right
yeah,
now.
there's a lot going on. Being, very. It's
but
not
that's
being quiet
that
at all.
trauma bond, and people relate to that as far as relationships, and that's their relationships. Do I find it to be a healthy relationship? Absolutely not. If anything, the best way to grow as with trauma bond people is to grow together and to grow healthy instead of continue to lash out. Because
Right.
if you don't know what your triggers are, you don't know what you're lashing out at, it's going to continuously be a problem. And thank God, there was something there to say,
Right.
hey, we're not going to play with Ken like that. So
Yeah. Because honestly, and also thank God I had the wherewithal to listen to my attorney. Because sometimes people don't listen. So then you get you about to go outside?
Thank you, Kim.
Oh, yeah. Because
I was
yeah, that was crazy. Well, this is so. If y'all just heard that, Fab Kim just went outside to tighten some people up. I'm glad I didn't do it though, because then big black man. Once again, as we're speaking to this point, just knowing your audience, knowing who you're about to interact with.
She got a blonde wig on. She can get rid of it. She can get rid of that shit better than I can. Red hair, fire. Big black man.
Yeah.
Oh my God, he scares me.
He scares me because all you got to do is the coach will and then now that everybody shake. Ooh.
Well, I got mammy titties, so they'd be like, "Oh no, here she comes."
Yeah.
Whoosh, 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 whoosh.
It's okay, Kim. Come here. I love you.
They be like, "Here come mammy," and here she comes.
Lena put it. But yeah, man.
Like you see the lights on. Like let's relax now. This is still
But
a
yeah,
work
like
space.
it went. But it's sad to take that energy out. What it is different. And like when I said like experiencing this, we're not talking about no young buck spring chicken. She's 2 years older than me. So this happened. She was probably 31, 32 when this happened. Because I came down here when I was 31, 33.
Yes.
So
33.
So yeah, so she was about 2 years older than me when all this took place. And nobody knows it because most men in this situation, they eat it. So then for years, this nigga ain't this nigga ain't that. And you hear the comebacks of what happened because you won't fight. And like you said, you get antagonized until you do. And then when you do, then everybody like, oh, well, why? Well, because how many buttons am I going to let you push?
That part.
Like I told people, I moved to North Carolina for my safety. Because who knows what your tipping point will be.
Right.
When you've been taken to that point, right? So you got to put miles in. My joke is I move so far away that if something crazy happened, by the time I drive that way, I have to calm down.
Right. Right.
Because most of your things happen in that car while you going from point A to point B, and it ain't enough space to calm you down.
Preach it.
Right.
So if you move far enough away, I got 8 hours to be mad. By that time, I'm pulling over to I need a days in because I'm so mad I'm sleepy.
Let me sleep on this for a minute.
Let me find a
know what?
hotel.
The one thing that I, with having conversations, and I'm glad we're actually going to have an event based around this, having these conversations with people in relationships and breakup and things like that, I always have to ask, okay, so if given the opportunity to talk to her, when you send a text message like that, what were you expecting?
Well, it depends on the dynamic of the relationship, because here's the thing. In the relationship, I was the communicator. So if she got mad and shut down, then I would be the person to bridge the gap in communication so that no matter what she did, I was always the person to come back to the table and say, hey, we need to talk. So even though that outlandish behavior happened, you're still expecting me to be the person to come to the table and say, we need to talk, because that's the bond that we had in our relationship. I get mad, I get an attitude, and then I won't speak. But then because he can't take the lack of communication, he comes back to the table. That's how.
But this is unforgivable. So when you sit here and send a text message saying you didn't fight for me, what did you expect the person to say and or do when you tried to ruin my life?
Well,
did you really sit with those thoughts and say, this was a good idea, girl?
Well,
Send that text
okay.
message.
So let me well then let's go Dr. Phil on it. This is when the outside influence and variables come into play of who's also egging on the behavior. So remember, I told you I appreciate Chiquita's mother because I can't see her ever egging something like this on. Where her mother, her sisters, all live in that trauma bond together. So this is just status quo. So then because of that, and people don't acknowledge the fact that, or say, y'all need to get y'all shit together. This ain't right. People just take it as that's who they are. So because of that, they never identify or take accountability of the behaviors that they exude in relationships, friendships, or any of that shit. We just treat people how we treat people. And we also know how Pittsburgh is. Where we're from, that's the culture.
Let's just say humans in general.
Yeah, that's true. That's
the
fair.
bottom
That's
line.
fair.
Because I feel like that's something personally that you're touching on with me, with when it comes with relationships, how people handle people, and making sure that you address and check that person for how they treat people and how they let others treat them.
Right.
So that is a 100% check altogether.
Yeah.
So yeah, bottom line.
Yeah.
We're gonna say humans.
Yeah.
Because I agree with you.
Yeah.
Like at some point in time, if the behavior is not checked or somebody's not like, you went too far, there was nobody to support you went too far. So then of course I'm expecting the normal behavior from him because nobody has checked me on what I did. And that's what a lot, like you said, a lot of people suffer from in relationships. There may be a person that's not there that is checking them, or a friend or a relative that's checking that one person that just do some outlandish shit where you just be like, yo, you went too far. And in relationships, a lot of times men need that. We need that person to be like, yo, bro, you tripping.
Right.
What you mean? Like, nah. Like the one, like the movie Casino, once again, like we were talking about earlier today, in that movie Casino, Paulie goes in, the Paulie is who I tell you when I say Paulie says he don't move for nobody. He don't move no faster because Paulie don't have to move. No. Sidebar, Kim don't move fast for nobody. I haven't seen her run since the 8th grade. So
we're gonna do a light trade.
So
Girl.
Paulie went to check his Paulie went to go check his homeboy and said, hey, I know you got a side piece. I know you doing this thing here, but you got to go home. Like, I don't know what you got to go home. This is bad. You got to go home. And he's just looking. He was like, yeah. I hear what you're talking about, but this is not a good look. You got to go home.
But
and there's not a lot of people who do that.
And I was going to say, what I'm noticing, especially with the guys that I'm dating or coming across, they don't have anyone that holds them accountable. They have enablers, or they're only telling the partial truth. So when somebody is saying like, oh, well, what happened? They play the victim role instead of just saying like, I fucked up.
Yeah.
Listen, I ain't got no problem with being the fucking demon because I'm gonna put it out on the line. I'm the problem. I'm the demon. I'm just the problem.
Say I'm
child.
all that.
And you know what? There's nothing wrong. See, self accountability, I don't have any issue with because we're not perfect. Like, we're all going to do something to make someone mad. We're going to do something that's going to piss somebody off. So at some point, you aren't going to be, the hero in the story,
right? And it's not that I'm being intentional on my actions to piss that person off. Not unless I done warned you a few times to say, hey, I'm not comfortable with this. I do not like this.
Excuse me. I got to get this out of my eye.
This is my boundary. Like the fact that you disrespected my boundary, which make me become said person.
Right.
But initially, that's not my goal. That's not my ultimate goal. That's not the person that I set out to be at the end of the day. But once said person is pushed there, I do not mind being that person.
And that's fair too. That's fair too. And that's why I was asking him the question of just like, when she sent that text message, what does she expect to happen? Because you've pushed and pushed and pushed, and you push somebody to their breaking point. So then now when they decide to react to your actions, you're expecting me to be this person that I'm no longer capable of being because that person doesn't exist anymore. You've pushed me to a whole different,
who you asked for. And
Yeah,
I
exactly.
showed up as the person that you asked for me to be, it personally. You know what I'm saying? Because technically, I feel like personally, I don't know, the version of the person that she wanted him to show up as, she didn't show up as. And so that the fact that he did not show up as that person, he showed up as a healthier version of himself. There's no way that that person could stomach that. I don't think anyone can ever stomach that, no matter like what that dynamic is.
When they themselves aren't healed.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
You know, because that in itself is like, okay, well, damn, I'm not getting the reaction that I want. So let me keep doing shit. And then now when I've gone too far, it's like, ugh, can I get that person back? No.
We boiling in crab boil land at this point. I'm about to crack open some crab legs. I've been craving a crab seafood boil. You want to go with me, Fred?
Focus on. But yes, the answer is yes, but focus. Focus.
I was doing an analogy and it made me hungry. I'm sorry.
But yes, absolutely.
But yeah, I mean, like, there's no, at some point you got to realize how much you have pushed someone to that point. And you don't really, I don't think a lot of people realize that until it's too late. And that's the problem.
Exactly. And that's one of the things that even when I experienced with the people that I was in, I knew you locked yourself out. This is chaotic, but luckily you guys only have us for 7 more minutes.
Speaking of chaotic, you didn't hear the describe between the beef between Trappy and Chaotic Child.
No, girl.
Them loving hip hop dudes is beefing.
But yeah, so
how did we get here?
Because we were talking about LaToya.
Oh, and the ex and the stuff.
Yes.
So I'm like, I done told my whole story. She's gonna be looking me up.
But you told a valid and accurate story, and I thank you for sharing that story, because not a lot of people will understand that, and not a lot of people understand how we all operate out of trauma at the end of the day.
I took accountability for some things that went wrong in our marriage to even get to the point of wanting a divorce and separation, which a lot of people don't do. Wrote a letter, sent the letter, wrote a text, sent the text, whatever. And, put it out there to apologize for my wrongs in the relationship. Not that I was looking for a specific response or anything like that, because who knows? But what I didn't want to carry is the trauma anymore. So like LaToya had a phone number. I had a text message that said, you haven't fought for, why didn't you fight for us? And I'm like, and I held on to that shit for years and don't even know why. Like, and every now and again, when you get to the bottom of my text messages, because I don't really erase text messages because that's what saved my life from going to jail. But I'm like her, like, why do I even have this bond? This is trauma. When you go look at it, this is actually trauma, because at that point, when you read that, how did you feel? And all of it came back again when I'm like, damn. And then now you realize like why you're in North Carolina, why you went through this and all that. And it all boils and bubbles. And it's like, delete.
Now, do y'all feel like this is applicable to things? Like that was a topic on social media as well. Like when you break up with someone, when it comes to gifts, do you get rid of them because you feel like it's an attachment to that relationship?
Depending on the money. See, money plays a part, because things like diamonds and things like that, jewelry can be repurposed.
For me, it's sentimental. Like things, but like it is applicable to things, because if that thing holds that much of your energy, I don't want it anymore.
Right.
I don't need your energy around me.
Agreed.
I'll burn the shit before I keep it.
Yeah.
Or let me hold it. So I would give it. I'll give it to somebody.
I'll give it to somebody else. But like
certain
at
things,
the end of the day, do I want that person to have that energy?
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, once I gotta cleanse the shit.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, you fine.
I gotta cleanse the shit. But
because my wedding ring is somewhere in one of the rivers in Pennsylvania. When I tell you I threw that shit, I damn near tore my rotator cuff.
Oh, that shit is very clean.
Gone. There we go. Because at the end of the day, man, like you said, it's attached to something. It's attached to, there's still like your mind does things. Like when I first got divorced, the first thing I was doing was this, because I used to spin my ring around my finger. So your mind is still attached to an object that ain't even there no more. Like, so yes, sometimes you got to get rid of that shit.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Yeah. The only thing I think I have kept were a pair of shoes because I'm like, they're purple. They're cute. Yay. And I keep cards, but that's something I always do. I have cards from everyone.
Yeah, nah.
I
Everything
keep cards.
given to me that was in writing form is Angela Bassett burned.
You know, and that might not be a bad idea.
Everything. Because we burning all that. Now, cards from family, friends, mom, I got the last card dad ever gave me, got the last card mom ever gave me, all that stuff. All that, it's a whole stack that I got that I keep. But from anything from that.
Oh, and jewelry. I never give away jewelry.
That stuff is torched.
I'm still wearing my damn jewelry that my ex gave me.
Staging that shit before I put that. I'm like, nigga, you got me fucked up.
But see, that's the thing. Like when I'm done with the person, I'm pretty much done. Like I can't. Like it will take me, depending on how much I like you. It may take me a while to get over it, but I'm not also at the point where I'm like, well, maybe we can make things work. No, it's like I'm sad about it because I miss that person. Like that was my homie or my buddy or whomever because we were together for a while. But after that, I'm like, no. So to me, it's just like, this is just jewelry. And unless somebody asks, like, where'd you get it from? Oh, my ex got it, for me. But I never think like, oh, let me think about when you got
better
it.
Than me. I'll be like a fuck nigga gave it to me. Oh, my granddad, I got this from my granddad. Shit,
now when we first broke up, possibly I'd be like, that bitch ass nigga gave me this. But now I'm like, well, it's an ex, because you get over it. Like,
I got some shit to send y'all there because this is why I have no business being on TikTok because that just puts me in a deeper rabbit hole that we ain't got time for. Child, Jesus.
Yeah, I mean, so Latoya with her and her, I get it. So if I was Charlamagne, you know how he always try to pull the worst out of people. I would have been able to be like, no, I get it. I held on to a text message for 10 years. Like, I just deleted that. Where we in July?
Yeah.
So I just deleted that early June, late May when I started therapy.
High five.
Just got rid of that. And when I tell you it was a weight lifted, because in your phone it's like, there was a trauma bond to the car, to the Nissan. I had a Nissan Altima that we drove back and forth to Pittsburgh. I drove it back and forth. But the one thing I had despised about that car was every other weekend I had to drive it to go see my kids because, of course, you can't take them to North Carolina. So then I had to drive every other weekend throughout the summer to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. I loathed that car. So once the car was gone, it was like,
listen.
And that was crazy to have a car that way. But the car itself, for me, I was like, man, fuck this car because it was nothing but trauma attached to the car.
And see,
thank God for shedding that load of trauma too. See, you got 2 high fives in one day. Let's go. We here for it.
And that's probably where I may need therapy because I shut down. Like once I'm done, I delete. It's like my mind literally is a computer. I'm like, delete, and I feel nothing. I just get very stoic. And that might be a problem.
That's the good part. I feel like that's the best part.
But that's how I deal with things. Like I completely detach and disconnect. And I don't know any other way. That's why when, guys will be like, let's make it work. Nope, it's too late. I've already disconnected. I've already detached. I can't bring those feelings back because my body and my mental literally has said this person no longer means anything to you. So that's why I can walk past people in the street and be like,
yeah, that's an Aquarius thing too. Though.
Is it, girl?
It is.
Is
issue?
It healthy?
No, it's not. I feel like personally,
I don't know how to fix that.
For me, I give a little bit too many of times, but like once I'm there, I feel like I feel like you would probably say the same thing as well. You gave
I gave it all I could give.
So maybe it's not an unhealthy thing. How's that for you?
Because I can't really relate to gifts. I always dealt with selfish people, so I was the one doing all the gifts. Oh,
fuck them. You deserve gifts and
trauma
everything.
Response.
Is it a trauma response,
Yes.
Bean? I don't know how to fix that. So if anyone knows how to fix that, please let me know.
Bean does.
I literally just be like, well, Control, Alt, Delete. You're done. But like you said, I will give it my all. Nobody who has ever dealt with me, friend or relationship, can ever say, oh, she just gave up. No, I will push and I will try and I will keep going until I literally am like, I have nothing left.
Yeah.
I literally can't pour any more from an empty cup. And what do you want me to do? So now I'm done. Bye.
You know, I need a sound that be like, black people. I'm like, no.
I will find that.
No. So that's what it's giving. But I get it and I understand. And then that's when it requires us to just do a deeper dive within ourselves to understand. And that's something that I'm trying to learn myself, is to understand when is our cutoff point, where is our boundaries, and who recognize our tribe and the people that pour into us, so we can continue to pour into them. And fuck that bullshit. I'm not pouring in no motherfucking else besides somebody that pours into me, which is Kim and Ken and my family members. That's beyond us, because
count on me through thick and thin.
Where my ladder at?
That will never end. When you are weak, I will be strong. Helping you to carry on. Count on me, I will be there. Don't be afraid. Please believe me when I say, count on. You can count on me. Skinny Whitney Houston niece. That was a jam, though.
What did Bean say?
I don't know. I'm sorry.
She said that's why you cut it off, because you invested so much in it and then they don't exist anymore to you. Trust me, I know and understand.
Thank you. Snaps.
It's my Bean.
It's easier that way. It's very easy to do that. And I'm learning to do it. Because like I said, the other part of me is I'll hold a grudge.
You will.
Oh,
you will. Still beefing that nigga
I hold a grudge
from when you was 9
high
years
school.
old,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, the nigga who kicked my helmet. He gets no love.
Leave it.
She be like, Angela, I'm thinking I will punch him in the face on sight.
That shit lives rent free in my
know
head.
why he's getting punched.
Don't ever. Be like, oh, Angela. Right in his face.
Leave him alone.
You threw my helmet, motherfucker.
Leave him alone.
I haven't worked through that part of therapy.
Let it go, nigga.
It's just, I had to deal with all this other stuff first. But no, the other thing I'll say is black people attend therapy. And I was not, I promise you, I wasn't always an advocate. I was the I got it dude. But the I got it dude realized he was eating a lot of shit. And internally, it was fucking me up bad. So
say it louder for the
internally, it was messing me up bad, y'all. Like there's places that depression showed that I was choosing to ignore. And it's like, bro, you're depressed. Like you're depressed. And then you have this fight or flight mentality where everything is just like, well, then fuck it then. And now you can't live with the, well, fuck it then, because there's going to be things that you have to communicate and talk to people about, because everybody don't know what's in your head. But the first thing I would do is, what the fuck it then? Fucking then. I'm out. Like I said, I appreciate when people talk about their relationships. I appreciate the woman that I have to the far ends of the earth, because when she met me, I was flight. What? I'll leave. Never mind. But why? Because Lord knows I don't want to be just like a bird. I just want to fly free.
You don't want to be hurt.
I don't want to be singing life again.
Yeah.
And so, but this person met me with this trauma that I had to, you got to fix that. Come on, man. You got to fix that, because it's not fair for her to deal with this trauma. And
that's one thing that when I can afford it, because my insurance fucking sucks. But once I get back into therapy, I'm going to have to learn how to not be so combative with men, because when they say something, I'm like, you trying to be fucking smart with that? Like you said, I feel like fucking Joe Pesci.
Yeah. Yo, what are you trying to say?
No, I was about to say, I'm like, no, fuck that. We about to argue with
just like that scene where he killed dude. He said, hey man, I haven't seen you in years, man. Give me a hug. Oh, give me a hug. Oh man, he used to shine the best shoes in the world. Hey man, I don't think you heard I don't shine shoes no more. Hey man, you trying to bust my balls? Like,
that's how I feel. I'm like, wait.
I don't shine shoes no more. Then he got mad. He said, you know what? Go get your fucking sound box. Keep this motherfucker here. Keep him here. Keep him here. Came back and stabbed him in his neck.
Oh
Because I don't shine shoes no more.
That is fucking me. And I'm like, whoa, girl. Because I feel like when you try to play me, like, hold on, what's going? Because I've dealt with so many niggas that try to be funny, and it's like you being a hater. Don't be a hater, and don't do that. So I got to figure out how to navigate that, because somebody just hit me up the other day and was like, oh, did you play sports? Nah, I didn't play sports. I was a performing arts kid. Oh, you one of those? What the fuck does that mean? One of those what?
You know what that means. Running around
what
kid.
No.
Because performing art kids were just special.
So
you know what was running around in that school.
If I was to say, you one of them bum ass niggas that sit around playing the fucking video game smelling like book and shit.
Whoa.
Like,
I mean, certain
you
days.
one of those niggas.
Certain days I
or
might
you a
be.
dumbass jock.
That part.
You know.
Whatever stereotype that may fit, we're not doing that.
But I think sometimes, and now maybe this is where I go wrong, I am brutally honest with me. Because you know what? If you was like, you a dumbass jock, you know what? At the time I was.
I don't believe
at
you
a
were
time,
dumb whatsoever.
no, but not dumb in like books and all that stuff, but like in
decisions.
I made some terrible decisions.
Yeah,
in life.
everybody makes dumb.
So then it's like at times I might have been what people consider a dumb jock because I was cocky, I was arrogant.
Wow, I play my video game.
Oh, my man, come on. That's what I'm saying. Like certain shit. So if you spaz out, like, is you a dumbass nigga playing the game? Yeah. Because when I go home tonight, what am I going to do, Clement? I'm playing the game.
I'm jumping on Call of Duty. I get it. But
I was catching strays. Like, wait a minute.
Everybody get it. But like, it's annoying, especially if you're trying to get to know somebody. Like,
right.
Don't shoot a stray at me if you're not willing to catch the stray.
And I'm just asking, what do you mean? Like, what is that supposed to mean? But this isn't the first time he's done something like that. Like, nigga, you keep trying to be funny and you don't know.
Are y'all typing this or talking this?
It's text.
Nah, that's the other problem.
Right. That's why
I gotta hear you. I gotta hear you say it.
Right.
Because you might be saying it in a joking manner. Because I'm gonna be honest with you. I know what he's talking about. Like when you one of those, because I know what was running around in Kappa. Clement, she went to Kappa. We know what was running around. And now he may not know that, but we know what Kappa is a special place where this is a school of performing arts in Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
It is like the utopia for art kids. So like kids that would normally get picked on in a public school, they created a school like X-Men for them, where they're just little mutants doing their own little thing.
But we all were good at what we did. You had to audition to get into the school.
So when you say
they don't have nothing like that in Carolina.
No, they don't.
They don't.
Until they moved us downtown, then they just started letting anybody in. And it
no,
was
they
like,
didn't, because your niece didn't get in.
Oh.
Well, so
She didn't get in. I don't know. I forgot. I think she had to sing, and they did not let her in.
Well, so things.
And I thought, I'm like, well, Legacy, her aunt was in here.
Well,
and when she didn't get in, I'm like, oh.
Well, it was during my time, and I think once they realized that we was just letting any of these niggas in, they were like, let's make this a little bit more strict, because, like I said,
yes, sir.
When they were in the hood, it was definitely like, you gotta be on top of your shit to get
Bean,
in.
I promise you, this is it. When you walk in, you already know, like, there's no athletics in this building whatsoever.
No.
None.
No.
You just see
at your school. I would have thrived at your school.
Yeah, you would have. Oh, you would have liked it.
Because I'm never serious.
I think it's a great idea because they treated arts like sports. So, for example, when these niggas had plays, she would be hot because they had extra practices.
Yeah,
that would last like football players, like because their performances was A1.
Yes.
So,
and I had to go to work. Damn it.
Not fucking in.
God, I had to go to work. I had nails and shit. They talk about, oh well, we got rehearsal at 5:00. I'm supposed to be at Barnes and Noble getting my check. The fuck?
Yeah. Yeah. No. Did you ever go to the Homewood one?
I did.
You were at the Homewood one first?
Yeah.
And
I went
then
there. Yeah, I was there right before they went downtown.
Okay.
So I was there for the last year that they were in Homewood, and then we transitioned downtown.
Okay.
And once we went downtown, that's when they were like, let's just let everyone in, because
I thought that was the dumbest thing to put it downtown next to a strip club.
Oh,
it was literally attached to the strip club. Like there was like, what do you got going on?
Yeah.
So you come out and you see little creepers like, what's going on?
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, man, that's trauma. That,
But
you know,
had 2 performances in one day. If you was really about your hustle, sis, bitches would have had 3 shows in one day.
But my thing is, if you gonna try to come for me, be funny, because I can take it. You and I go back and forth. But when you try to like be,
do we go back
snarky-
and forth, or do you just fuck with me? Like,
No,
the other day I did something like, yo, can you take a break? God damn, I forget what was it. I was drinking something. I was drinking water, and she was like, "Man, you thirsty as hell." I'm like, "Yo, can we take a break?"
It was like, not today.
Yeah, like take a break, nigga. Damn, camera's not even on right now. Jesus Christ.
But it's like, I like you said, I need to hear your voice, number one, because then that might alleviate some of the tension. And then 2, if you want to try to come, then make it funny. Like, because sometimes niggas be trying and they're not funny. And it's like, man, now this is awkward because you're trying too hard and you're not funny. And I laugh at everything. So this is bad.
Well, yeah. I mean, unfortunately, you got to kind of work on that, because one of those could be taken some type of way. And I do feel as though at times, people just respond with cut the shit. Like, just cut the shit, man. Like, what are you talking about? Cut the shit.
Facts. Let's just talk. Let's be honest. What's up?
You one of those. Nigga. Anyway,
Right.
Move on.
Because like I said, I could definitely be like, well, you was a fucking dumb jock. So now where does that leave us? You gonna be mad at me? Like, bitch.
No, see, that's why we don't talk to y'all. Cause see, y'all don't understand. Athletes can't be dumb. When you go into that.
They still gonna be like, fuck yeah.
Right.
Athletes can't be dumb. You know how hard it is to get hit over and over again in your head.
Niggas is never my type, no way.
Really?
Yeah.
You give me a big, just dab bod with a little bit of a gut.
I like a little.
Yes. I feel like,
but athlete has never been my type. So
really?
No.
Like the athletic, no, but like the big, like, what are they, linebackers?
Linemen.
Oh, yes.
I would like the body, just not the career.
Yeah, because that would break my heart, because every Sunday you don't know what's going to happen.
Oh, I know what's going to happen. Every bitch juggler is going to get punched.
And that's that. And see, that's where once again we gotta.
Wait, I was talking about them getting hurt. Oh,
she didn't talk about the people in the stands, the side chicks.
Wait a minute. Oh, I was just talking about injuries.
And see,
she's like, that bitch. Whoa.
Because that's how I feel about Johns. You see, that's you that bitch, you that nigga. I have to punch every side bitch you got. Nigga, fuck out of here.
So the only reason, like, jokingly, again, keeping about the money, they get paid every Monday. So for people who don't know, if you happen to land a professional athlete, the reason why these chicks be trying to get pregnant so quick, they see that check that hits every single Monday. So when you see a person that got this $1 million, that check hits every single Monday. Could you imagine that?
Think about your body, think about your brain, think about your joints, like your longevity, just your body and period.
Yeah,
like,
I don't care about none of that.
Care?
I need that money.
You don't care.
No. Because your body deteriorates anyway. So yeah, you are accelerating the track. Don't get me wrong, you're making it faster, but we're gonna clock out at we're gonna get at least about 5-6 years of this check. Then we're gonna decide what's best for our future as far as continuing. But $7-8 point something million hitting every Monday.
It's like even boxers. I'm like, I could not be a boxer's wife.
Yeah, now that's different. Getting punched in the face for the money, but then just don't get punched in the face. Practice at being good. Floyd Mayweather, he made a living. He looked good. Now, when you get Muhammad Ali and you start getting Parkinson's, then you made some bad choices. You fought too long. Look at George Foreman. George Foreman made it out, and he good selling grills and sausage and shit.
But he's still stammering and
not George. Holyfield is though. Holyfield. You like, what the fuck did Holyfield just say? And Mike is still cool. You see what I'm saying? For the most part.
For the most part.
You know what I'm saying? It's just you got to be good at what you do. Now, don't go out there fucking around, get your head. That's where you say certain athletes have bad luck. They get injuries, and you be like, Then there's athletes where you be like, you shouldn't even have been doing that shit anyway. There's certain levels, like especially when you get to like college, and then you see a college athlete versus an NFL athlete, and then you see the NFL athletes that take it serious, and then the ones that's just like, man, I'm just out here to have fun. You be like, nigga, you about to die out here. Because some of them brothers, you be like, psh. That's why I laugh and look back at sports and football and stuff now, and I be thinking in my head, I don't understand why people want to play it.
Right.
Because I wish the hell I would get hit by any of those young men the way they built now. These are super Negroes.
First of all, y'all, when I asked this nigga if he would play semi-pro, the way that he looked at me like he wanted to knock my damn head off my shoulder.
Hell no.
For asking.
No. Hell no. No. You got to be kidding me. It hurts bad, and if your body's not built for it, then yes. You know what I'm saying? And the intelligence level that athletes do have to have on that field and all that, once again, you got to have that heightened sense of reaction time. My reaction time is slow as hell. Somebody hit me now, it's going to take me 2 seconds. Like, did that nigga? I know did you see that? And I got to confirm with other people. Did you see? Because my reaction time ain't where it needs to be right now. I'm getting older, and I didn't think that this shit would happen. Like, that's why I understand certain players, you've accelerated your clock. And some of these athletes that stay in sports too long, you accelerated your clock as far as how your aging process is for your body. Now, there are some who hit a lane like Terrell Owens and Ocho Cinco where they still look the part. But if you put they old asses on the field, their mind ain't going to move the same way as these young boys' mind as far as reaction time. And then now reaction time to impact.
Yeah, because you know what's funny, and we gotta get out of here soon. But I saw a clip of Ocho and Ray Lewis talking about how Ray hit the shit out of Ocho,
gave him a concussion.
Yeah, and he was like, "Nigga, I ain't even see you."
Yeah, I didn't see where you came from.
What?
Right. Ray Lewis ran through him because he was pursuing the ball, ran through Ocho, and Ocho was like, "Damn, I shouldn't." Like you can hear he was mic'd. He was like, "Damn, I shouldn't have did that." Then he went to the sideline loose, like. I hit Ray. Ray didn't even see him. Like he ran through a Negro.
He literally told Ocho, I didn't even see you.
I ran through you.
I don't even remember that.
Because you're so irrelevant that I'm going to just run through you. And there's people who think like, I've watched athletes and people that when they get into their zone, like when the Olympics get ready to start, which is going to be great, when you see the athletes' eyes, you be like, they're not on earth right now. The level of competition, the level of performance that you're about to do, this person has now zoned out. I'm really earthy right now. I feel things.
You're connected.
I'm connected. Yeah. I'm really earthy.
We ready to connect.
I don't even know. That's why when people be like, we want that old Coach Block fire back. I'm earthy now. I drink tea.
You're locked in.
I drink tea.
OL.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, I don't know. I'm not in that zone no more where I'm spitting.
You're watching the nigga that actually makes tea from scratch.
Yeah, I'm watching a dude that he's called Minty. No, his name is Minty. And I'm like, I want a French press tea joint because that looks great. I think I want a juice. I asked my sister, I said, where can I get a good juicer? I'm not there anymore. I know what it goes through, but there is a detachment where now I can say when somebody says, well, you're a dumb jock. Yeah, I was, because you are not locked in like the normal human being. Most football players, I would advise, and I know somebody, nigga, you tripping. I would advise, like, be careful dating them because they're not mentally locked in. You are off to play the sport.
I can tell that.
Yeah, you're off because you're like, and then if you do date a football player, ask which side. Do you play offense or you play defense?
There's a difference?
Yes,
girl.
You play defense.
God.
If you play defense, because you're the person taking your body and throwing it into another human being. That is not logical. And you do it for 60 minutes every Sunday. Over and over again for years. and then you go lift and weights and all that just to do it again
and be heavier
and stronger and faster, and you do it, and you're not tapped in. I'm telling you, man. Like a lot of football players you meet, especially on the defensive side.
Okay, what about the offense?
Offense, they think a little bit more through because you got to make sure you don't get hurt by those people on the defense because they're trying to hurt you. They are trying to hurt you. Like, and the levels that you go up, it's more and more intense. That's why you see people's kids where the parents be like, you need to be out there. And the kid is like, this should get real.
Yes.
I've had kids look at me on the field and be like, you like, what's wrong? My arm hurt.
Yes.
But is it broke? No. Do open and close it. Oh, you can play. No, I need to come off the field because shit gets real. Because there's a separation each level of how much do you really love this shit. Because when a nigga hit you, wow. I think I'm gonna just be a student this year. We're gonna go ahead and get some more credits. Then when you go to the NFL, bang! I'm gonna retire early and just go ahead and take this this rookie check because it's tough. It's tough. It is tough, and you have to take your mind to other places to be able to perform at that level. But like you said, it is no different than somebody who's locked in as an artist, where that person, their mind has to go into their art. Most of our best artists go in so deep that it's hard to get them out, especially like actors.
Yeah.
You know, they go in so deep to that role that you can't get that person out. But to be able to put that on screen, like everybody loves the Joker and we keep forgetting he killed himself after that role. You went mad. Heath went mad and killed himself. And then, you know, Leonardo DiCaprio, when he went into that role on Django, he literally went into that role where Jamie Foxx was like, he wasn't even talking to nobody. Like he turned into that racist dude. Malcolm X, like there you can hear all in all where people are like, they just go to that level to be great.
And the one guy that played Elvis, I can't remember Austin Butler, they said that he couldn't shake the accent because he was so heavily involved in like, you know, Elvis and who he was and his lifestyle that months after he was still talking like him, and they had to like literally help him.
I'd have been like, nigga, you are not Elvis.
Right. They had to help him get back to who he was. Because he's Australian, I believe, right? Yeah. Yeah. But they had to get him back to who he was because he was stuck.
I'm sorry. There were comments. Where do we right here? Did I feel attacked? Of course I always feel attacked. Oh no, that was okay.
That was Ovi. She was the one that talked about game.
Oh, that was for Ken. Oh, for joking for me. Yeah, no, and I don't feel attacked. Like I promise y'all, I don't take it. Yeah, tunnel vision to the ball. And I don't take slights personally from people that love me, but from the people who don't know me, it's like, ease up.
And I think that's what it is.
Ease up.
Because when you know me, you know my personality, and we can joke about stuff because we all have our jokes. We all do. But when you're trying to get to know me and you want to joke too soon about who you think I am, then that's when I'm like,
yeah, from those who know me, I take it. I mean, Jay, I'm surprised today she's chill. I don't know. Is she doing something else? Because it's daily with her, between her and Kim, one of the two. And Lena, let's not act like you know, I feel attacked. You attack me all the time on site. Like, so what are we? What? There's video footage of y'all clowning me when I was inebriated in the Bahamas. Or where we at? We were in Jamaica. Yeah.
No.
That footage ever got out, Jesus Christ. But at least I didn't do anything to anybody. That's the other thing. I was just doing things to myself, which was crazy. What was this? I'm sorry.
Down.
Oh. And yeah, I know it's all love. It's all because, you know, when we go places, everybody clowns everybody who, you know, it's the outsider where you're like, hey, you don't know us that well.
Well, Bean, you know, when we all joking and that one person was like,
laughing too hard, pimp.
who the hell are you? The fuck?
Yes, you do have to go on a trip with us.
Yes.
It is a time.
Yes.
It is a time.
Yes.
I gotta go too.
You sure
Yes.
do.
Oh,
You'll
you
be
do.
invited to the next one whenever we
Yes.
do.
And the cookout whenever we have it,
Yeah.
whenever he has another one. Because I act like I do shit. I just show up.
Yeah, I got to decide when I want my ankles to be swollen because that's all I do. Yeah, because literally I just be out there hot as hell, sweating for hours. Everybody like, this chicken is good.
But we make sure you're hydrated, and we Chiquita started putting plates aside for you.
I
Next
was about to
time
say because before last time, I come in and Negroes have ravished the food. I'd be like, I cook and I get the hot dog that don't nobody want. You know how that one that be left?
That be broken. That's not even
that was
evenly.
Rashad. Rashad took all your chicken because we were left with Jeffrey's chicken.
And we're gonna watch him next time.
Yeah.
If you ever watch this, Rashad, we're gonna watch your big ass. Like, and he ain't big and fat. No. We talking about big, I eat a lot of protein, weightlifter ass nigga. We gonna watch you because you had a pan. And when he walked out with the pan, I'm thinking,
he was like, all right, y'all, wait a minute. That's where all the chicken went.
And he always leave early. You know what? Get his keys.
I can hear him now. Y'all calling me out.
Rashad, your ass next time.
His plate was like this. He's like, all right, y'all, I'm leaving. He took all his chicken and left us with Jeffrey's chicken. And that's why I was like, this chicken don't taste like it.
I cook with love, Obi. It takes time.
I feel you.
It takes time.
I love the girl myself.
Let me tell you something, Obi. Did you think, girl?
Thank you.
So it's 8:28, and whenever we're on, I'm gonna share something with y'all. If you ever notice that we go past 8:00, well past 8:00, just know that I drove.
Yep.
Whenever we're on schedule and we're on right on time at 8:00, and we be like, all right, y'all, Kim drove.
Mm-hmm.
So today, I think it's 8:28.
Let's go on 8:30.
I drove.
Mm-hmm. Now tomorrow, I'll be like, well, guys, thank y'all for tuning in. We appreciate it. We'll see you on Tuesday.
So just know it's okay until we have to drive home. I'm like, I hate this goddamn.
But things, change gonna come.
Yeah, we can be closer to home. Yeah, the goal is to get closer to home. But hey, man, we appreciate everybody for rocking out and listening to our stories. And if you happen to know my ex and you watch this episode, now you know. So, and that'll be my TED talk sometime. I'll talk about that in some detail. And tomorrow we're back. Is Kia coming tomorrow?
Maybe.
Or so we may have our sexy educator here tomorrow. I do not know, but we'll find out.
If not, there's more of this.
And if not, we just have more foolishness with the trio. So that being said, peace. Have a good night. And God willing, we'll see you tomorrow. TDS Radio. Peace.
Bye.